Yo, what's good? What's cracking, man? What's good, everybody, man? Hope y'all doing good this morning. Hope y'all chilling, man. Hope you got your coffee or whatever it is you doing in the morning. What's good, J-Lay, man? What's good, brother? All right, I see you. You know what I'm saying? It's wakey time, Giants fans, man. We're gonna get into it today, man. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate y'all coming through. You know, chatting it up, rocking with me, man, and my man J-Lay, man. Appreciate you coming through as well.
Yes,
but yo, we gonna rock, man. We're gonna talk about some Giants, man. I got some couple interesting topics, man, on deck for the day, man. But like I always like to do, man, I always like to say what's up to my co-hosts, how you doing, and what's up to the chat, man. How y'all doing out there, man? Talk to me. What's good?
I'm doing good, man. Just woke up today, chilling. Got tomorrow off from work. And
That's what's up, me too.
Relaxing. Got the little my kids' little cousins and stuff over here. They chilling. Got the trampoline back, little pool. The blow up pool. I ain't rich. They know in ground. I'm blessed, man. I'm doing good, man. It's a beautiful day, beautiful time. How about you? How you doing?
Oh, I'm good, man. Like I said, man, chilling, relaxing, man. You know what I'm saying? Taking time off, man, just to chill, man. Kick back. It's a little raining out here where I'm at, man. So it's one of those indoor days where you just chill, hang around the crib. You know what I'm saying? Talk some Giants, man. That's it. That's all I really got to do today. So you know what I'm saying, man. But yeah, it's a lot going on. With the Giants, mostly in the OTAs. So we're gonna start there. Let me pull up the banner. And we get some people in the chat. There we go. What's good, man? What's good, Tudo? What's good? What's cracking, man? Says massive salutes and respect. Big boss NYG22 and J-Lay. Me and Wells are watching the English Premier League soccer match together right now. All right, that's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Good luck with that, man. You know what I'm saying? Coach, what's good? What's good, man? For real, man. Appreciate you coming through, Coach, man. You know what I mean? Check out my man, Coach Ed Gladney, man. My big bro, man. You know what I'm saying? Doing big things out there, man. Was Read and Attack Show, man. Check him out Wednesdays, man. Yeah, man. Check him out Wednesdays, man.
Very knowledgeable gentleman, man.
Absolutely.
Knows his way around sports entirely, but football for sure. So if you need,
most definitely,
if you don't know too much or you want to learn some things and really find some in-depth reasons why things are happening and why plays are developing and why players are doing this and where they should play, check out Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports for sure.
Yeah, man. Coach has taught me a lot about football. Football is a sport I didn't actually get to play as far as recreational, just in a organized manner. I should say it like that. But we know about football. You know what I'm saying. Yeah. But Coach Ed has definitely took my knowledge to another level, man. Him and Big Pat Sports Talk for sure, man.
Yeah, I grew up playing football from like 4th, 5th grade, so all the way up to high school. And then when I got older, I played in like a little semi-pro little league, but nothing major. I ain't gonna like D1 and nothing like that. But I know the game very well, especially on the defensive side of the ball, and how he speaks and the way he be coming up with things, and his overall verbiage and knowledge of the game is very very elite.
Absolutely, man. I totally agree, man. You know what I'm saying? But let's kick it, man. Let's talk some Giants, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hang out here, man, for about an hour or so, man. Then we're gonna shut it down, man. But want to get into a few topics here, man. It's a little slow period, in the NFL right now, man. But the NFL keeps it going, man. I give it to them. They always got something to talk about, man. Yeah, man. Coach Ed, man, very knowledgeable. Absolutely, man. But the main thing on people's minds right now is hold up, let me get into it. Where we at? This DeAndre Hopkins situation here. So DHop was released from the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals, they seem to be in rebuild mode, if you want to call it that.
For sure.
And they are just get people up out of there, man. You know what I'm saying? So they decide to released DeAndre Hopkins. I think he was owed $30-something million. They only got back a $8 million savings, so only a hook for like 22 mil of his salary. So he's gonna get paid. So the question is by who? Now, rumors are, the Bills are the front runners, which I could see. You know what I'm saying? He did mention Josh Allen as one of his quarterbacks he would like to play for. You know what I'm saying? But there's the Chiefs, there's the Patriots, there's the Ravens, and then there's the New York Giants. The Giants have been rumored to be in the DHop sweepstakes for a while now, as far as a trade. Joe Shane didn't pull the trigger on a trade, thankfully, smart GM. But look, D-Hop's a free agent now. So right now it's about the money. When you're talking about the money with the Giants, they ain't got a lot of it right now. So
for real.
Right. So what they would have to do, actually, they could make this work technically, but what they would have to do is, honestly, they would have to restructure Leonard Williams or Adoree Jackson's contract, and they will also have to push D-Hop's money to the back of the bus. They're gonna have to backload it. So, to me, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Now, remember, they still got to sign Saquon Barkley's not under contract right now. He has not signed his franchise tag. Therefore, he is not technically a member of the New York Giants. So, is it worth it to go after D-Hop? Now, D-Hop's talent is unquestioned. He would instantly become a number one receiver.
Instantly.
He would instantly change the dynamics of this offense and the dynamics of the NFC.
And instantly I would get the D-Hop jersey. Go ahead.
Right. But he would definitely change the dynamics of the NFC, which in turn would probably make the Giants, if not the favorite, one of the favorites, along with the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. So, but there's negatives and positives. So I gave you both sides. Now, Jayla, chat, is it worth it to go for the New York Giants to go sign DeAndre Hopkins?
I mean, that would be, like you just said, man, that would be great. That would make us instant, some of these competitors in the NFC, like strong competitors. Like we should at least split with the Eagles if we had somebody like D-Hop. I mean, it would be great. He's an amazing talent. We would have our number one receiver and then multiple other weapons. But in the words of Notorious B.I.G., it was all a dream. It was all a dream, man. It would be great, but we're not in the position to do it. Our GM and our coach and our staff is very smart, and they're not going to make a big decision like that without being fully compensated or safe about it, making sure that they're not going to break their backs, what I'm saying, because they're not in the positions. They're still only in their second year of being in this organization. So I mean, I don't think they're going to do that. We're not in the position to be Super Bowl contenders with that. So I mean, I would love it, but I think next year we're gonna get our number one, much like how the Eagles did when they got Devontae Smith, and then the next year got AJ Brown. I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be a lot similar to that. And in the meantime, we build up our defensive line and offensive line and our cornerbacks like we've been doing. So I mean, it's real similar. I mean, of course, I don't want to compare it to the Eagles. I don't even want to be like the Sheagles, but you could tell intelligent people doing the same kind of pattern, you know what I'm saying? So I would want them. That would be great, but I don't think we're in the position to get them. And no, I don't think we're going to get them. And frankly, I really don't think we need them to get where we want to go this year.
Yeah, I agree. Coach says if the G-Men did, I wouldn't be mad, but I don't think we will. Just saw a post that he wouldn't mind playing in Cleveland with Watson. That's the thing. He put out his top quarterbacks he wanted to play for or play with. Daniel Jones wasn't on that list. So I mean, if the man's a free agent, he can pick pretty much more say or less who he want to go play with. So I'm not sure DeAndre Hopkins even wants to play for the Giants. And we just went through a situation with a high-priced receiver with similar skill set, not saying they are the same, but similar skill set, limited separation, kind of a contested catch receiver, big body guy, pause. But we just went through that shit with Kenny Galladay. Now, D-Hop is not Galladay. I know it, but you're going to have to pay DeAndre Hopkins some money.
Yeah.
He ain't coming for free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you're going to throw a bag at him, given what we just went through with what's my man Galladay, I'm not sure you want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure you want to do that, man. You just got drafted Jalen Hyatt. You want to see him come in and develop, man. D-Hop, that where you gonna play all these receivers? You're gonna have to let somebody go. You're gonna put Isaiah Hodgins on the bench. Slayton, you just gave him money. You gonna bench him now?
Yeah.
To give DeAndre Hopkins, it just don't seem like it's a real fit, man. What's up, man? My man Kashawn, man. What's good with you, man? Long time no hear, homie, man. Appreciate you coming through, man. Listening in to us, man. But that is pretty much with DeAndre Hopkins, man. It's about the fit, man. Like, okay, so if this was the beginning of free agency and we hadn't got Waller and we hadn't got Paris Campbell, you know what I'm saying? And we were still, Slayton was still a free agent or whatever. We hadn't drafted Jalen Hyatt. I could say, yeah. But honestly, right now, I don't think it's the right move.
It'd be forced.
Exactly. It's like overkill right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like overkill, man.
Overkill for a lot of money. Because you got to think about the years to come too. We're still rebuilding. You don't rebuild in 1 and 2 years. You know what I'm saying? It's at least like 3 years before you get everything in place. And then, you know what I'm saying, you got the continuity and all that stuff. If you can keep all the coaches and coordinators together. Maybe not, the coordinators as well. Sometimes you can do without. But for the most part, you need everybody to be together. That's how Super Bowls are won. That's how, you know what I'm saying, these championships are won. So if you want to win the division and you want to win the Super Bowl, man, you got to have the same guys. You can't just have, one dude that you're trying to run through and that's your only option. The league is too smart for that. These other coordinators are too smart for just to have one person just take over a whole game all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to work like that.
Mm-hmm. I think he would be a good fit in Atlanta, Kashawn, actually. I think D-Hop will be a good fit down there, man. Now, I don't know if you guys are sold on Desmond Ridder or not, man, but the weapons y'all got with Kyle Pitts and them cats down there, man. I think he'd be a fit down there in Atlanta, man. Atlanta usually possesses a pretty good offense, man, with some good receivers, man. I think he would be a good fit down there. I don't see it with the Giants, man. I don't see it with the Giants, man. If he was signed to odd man out would be Shep. That's a big if. It'll have to be Shep or Isaiah Hodgins. You know what I'm saying?
To say the truth, I would, and this is, we love Shep. It ain't no disrespect to Shep. I hope Shep come back and be a coach or something like that, or help out in the organization when he does retire. But I would rather have Isaiah Hodgins than Shep at this point. You know what I'm saying? With all due respect, Mr. Shep.
Yeah. No doubt, man. Obviously, man. But look, man, Giants fans are always chasing these dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, Jay, it was all a dream.
Yeah.
They always chasing these dreams. Look, we don't need these guys, man. All we need is good, solid players that know what the hell they're doing and that can stay on the field. You know what I'm saying? What if you sign D-Hop and he go out there and something happened to him? God forbid. You know what I'm saying? That would be, you'd be like, Giants fans would be devastated again.
Yeah. We'd be knocked back like 10 pegs, bro. Like it would be.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because the cap and everything and how it go down. You know what I'm saying? So, but if he were to become a Giant, I would be ecstatic. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I would totally support the move.
Yes.
But
yes,
I don't think it's happening, man. Just look, man. Let's just build with what we got. And honestly, I'm just to be honest with y'all, Giants fans. I don't think Daniel Jones is really in that kind of makeup to where he need an alpha so-called receiver. Everybody keep talking about this alpha receiver. We need an alpha receiver. We need a number one guy. I don't think Daniel Jones is kind of like his makeup. I don't think that's his makeup, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's really the type of quarterback that wants a guy that's just going to demand the football all the time. You know what I'm saying? Now, the closest thing we got to that right now is Darren Waller, and I think that's enough because Darren Waller is a humble guy. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to go out there and do a Kenny Galladay, you know, being all demonstrative on the sidelines and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that from Darren Waller.
Bitch.
Like a little bitch. Yo, word though. I don't see that from him, man. I just don't, man. And I think this team, you got young guys, Jalen Hyatt, you know what I'm saying? Paris Campbell, Darius Slayton, that's his homeboy. You know what I mean? So I think with that group, you know what I'm saying, Daniel Jones is going to be able to really command the offense with like no kind of like pushback, I feel like. Yeah. I feel like if you bring in guys like Adams, I heard people talking about Devontae Adams and DeAndre Hopkins. You bring in, that's what I'm saying. You bring in guys like that, they're going to be in his face when they don't get the football. I'm going to tell you right now.
I'm sorry, I ain't mean to cut you off.
Nah, go ahead.
Love Devontae. I would love.
Yeah, me too. I ain't going to front. I would too, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Sean says we had to give Desmond a full season, but with DHop and Bijan Robinson and the other, we could be explosive. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was mad at y'all, Atlanta Falcons. Y'all took Bijan Robinson because you let the Eagles get Jalen Carter. Do you realize what y'all did, Kashawn? Your Falcons let the Eagles get stronger in the trenches.
I would have much rather. I'd have much rather let him have Jalen Carter than let him have Bijan Robinson. like if the Eagles had Bijan Robinson, bro.
Bro. I would have much rather them have Bijan Robinson than Jalen Carter. You know, Jalen Carter was arguably the best player in this draft. The only reason he slid was because of that story, that bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, I don't know, Falcons. I don't know, man. But,
that was a crazy.
But good luck. Right. We was at the draft like, what the fuck? Yo, my man Rodney was going off. Like, yo, how the fuck? Oh, shit. What's good, Bookends? What's good, man? Appreciate you coming through, man. Chopping it up with us, man, today, man. We're going to talk some Giants here for a little bit, man. It's a slow Sunday, man. But hope y'all good, man. Hope everybody, you know, did their thing this morning, man. Memorial Day weekend, you know, celebrate with your friends, your family, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, respects to those that passed, you know, or whatever like that. But I don't see us signing unless it's a deal. Yeah. And he ain't, I don't see DeAndre Hopkins wanting to give the Giants a deal. If anybody, he'll give a deal to like Kansas City or Buffalo or somewhere he know he's going to, be in a conversation to go to a Super Bowl. You know?
Giants are still hoping to win the NFC, bro. We
hoping to win the NFC East. We got to start
the NFC East. Yeah, we can win the East, man. Good, and then try to win the NFC. But yeah, we not in this. It would be great, bro. But I mean, really, would it? I mean, we got other people that are developing. We can't because he's gonna demand the ball all the time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it would. I don't know. It just would be too much. It's too much give and not enough take. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Booking says, I think we have a lot of solid guys, but we just need not to drop the ball. Yeah. But I think Darren Waller and what's the kid's name? Jalen Hyatt. I think they were like, I know Hyatt was like had a real high catch rate, and I think Waller did too.
Yeah, those aren't.
They're bringing in guys that have better hands. You know, than Slayton and even Sterling Shepard. He drops a lot of passes too. But
I mean, I know it's only been 3 days of OTAs, but from the reports that I've been hearing, Waller's been playing on the outside mostly. So I mean, even if they don't do that, majority of the time, which I mean, he has played outside most of the time in his career. He's not a hand in the dirt kind of tight end. And so I mean, if they do that, that's a number one receiver. Like how is he not? Like just
right.
Tight end in front of his player description, like this. If he catches the ball and he's on the outside, he's a wide receiver. He's wide out and he's
right. and two, so let's get to the news and the notes from the OTAs. Now, they're saying Daniel Jones is going down the field with the deep pass a lot more than in previous seasons, mainly the past 2 seasons where he was hamstrung by Joe Judge and Jason Garrett. But he's been going down the field a lot more, with Slayton. Slayton's been getting involved a lot. I hear they're using Paris Campbell in the slot. You know what I'm saying? He's been going down the field, catching passes. Jalen Hyatt, Darren Waller, as you mentioned, Jay-Lay. So we're going to see a lot more vertical passes coming this season. And with that, you're going to see a lot more explosive plays, and you're going to see the Giants be able to create a lot more scoring opportunities. Mm-hmm. Now, that being said, when you are going down the field a lot and you're taking more chances, you're going to have more turnovers. The Giants were, I think they were like number 2 as far as fewest giveaways. You know what I'm saying? So look for this team to have more explosive plays going down the field, but look for them also to probably have a higher turnover ratio, which means interceptions. So now this is all predicated on the offensive line holding up. We can't get much from this offensive line in T-shirts and shorts, So, but the interesting thing here was they got Ben Bredesen at left guard, John Michael Smith at center, and Glowinski at right guard. Neal and Thomas on the ends. That's going to be the key here. You know what I'm saying? Because when we get into 5 reasons for optimism and 5 reasons for pessimism here in a little bit, we're going to be talking about the offensive line. So that was one of the other notes, man, that came out of OTAs. Is that the offensive line was had Ben Bredesen at left guard, which a lot of us expected, but I think some people, wanted to see. Some people don't like Ben Bredesen for some reason. I think he's a fine player. He's not special. He's not anything, but he's serviceable. You know what I mean? So, but what's your thoughts about OTAs so far, Jay?
Well, before I get into my thing about the OTAs, I just want to say here, I've said this before on the I think it was Lou's stream. It was either Lou, Pat's, or Joel's stream, but I'm telling you right now that with the players that we got in and the coaches, how they're opening up this playbook to the next chapter and putting in new plays and different routes and everything like that, Daniel Jones is going to throw between 30 to 35 touchdowns this year. Because we also, how you said earlier, we had a low turnover rate. Of course, the more times you throw the ball, the more chances you have for turnovers. I'm not going to say it's going to happen, but it's more chances for it. Mm-hmm. We also had one of the highest red zone completion ratings. Like our red zone, every time we went to the red zone, we scored. And so we got that with these players and Daniel Jones, and then these new plays. I believe Daniel Jones is going to throw for over 30 to 35 touchdowns. But as far as OTAs, I think it's great. I mean, it's only been 3 days, but I like what they're doing. They're spreading the ball out. They're really just seeing what everybody's doing and what everybody can do and kind of getting the feel for the new guys to the team. And, like they said, they're implementing stuff from last year, doing like a review, making sure you still got that. And then they're going to start putting in, as you can see, putting in different plays and more, deep routes and things like that. Then they'll probably next, time they go out, they might do more shorter routes, because I think with these receivers, they're trying to see right now who can get out there and who can catch the deep ball. Because they're going to be with all those deep routes that they're going to be throwing, they're going to have a lot of cross and underneath routes to confuse the defense and set into holes in the zone if they're running a zone defense, or just confuse the man coverage and everything like that. So I mean, I'm happy with it. I mean, it's OTAs. I mean, it ain't not too much to talk about, but I like what I'm seeing so far. I'm excited. I'm intrigued to see what these new plays and how they're gonna, throw in different schemes and different motions and just who they're gonna have playing where and when. I mean, is it just gonna be chameleon offense and defense where you just everybody playing everywhere? Like it's gonna be crazy, bro. Yeah, Saquon's gonna be on the outside and fucking Wandale might be in the backfield. It's just so many different things that can happen. And
Campbell has looked good in the slot bookends. He also says Dable had DJ throwing against the wind on a windy day. He was cutting it through the wind. Yeah. You're gonna see a different Daniel Jones this season, man. I mean, I know a lot of people have been down on Daniel Jones. I was one of them in the past, but
I think we all were at one point.
He's got every opportunity right now to really, really have a special season. Because everybody keep talking about the weapons and all the new receivers and Darren Waller and all that. Let's not forget Daniel Jones can run the football as well. Yeah. He's going to have a lot more opportunity to get yardage on the ground. So let's keep that in mind as well. You know what I mean? When you're talking about Daniel Jones and his overall ability,
we got these receivers.
What's good, No Mets? Happy Memorial Day to you too, bro. Appreciate you coming through, my man.
We got these receivers. We got these receivers that's all running sub 4.4. I mean, even if you do try to all DJ's running or Saquon's running, so we're gonna play. You can't play up too much because these dudes is gonna burn past you, bro.
Right.
They're going to, and it's not like they might know they're going to run past you if you play up too close. You may be able to press. You know what I'm saying, higher just because he's, young and you can kind of rough him up a little bit. He's a little on the smaller side. They say he's gaining weight though. Before the draft, they were saying he was 175, and then at the draft he was 185, and he says he wants to play at 190, 195. So we'll see by the time. We still got some months. You can gain 10 pounds in 5 months? Yeah. Something like that, 4 or 5 months. So I mean, it's gonna be It's going to be dope to see, man. I think we're going to do more than what we expected, just like last year.
Yeah, Bookin said he always has a nice spiral, man. Look, man, and the guy is accurate. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's extremely accurate with the football. So, I mean, we have to understand, look, it's not like when Daniel Jones is throwing a ball, you're like, oh my God, is he gonna throw a pick? I mean,
like how we were, right?
What
does Dayball do, bro? Like, that's crazy. Daniel Jones led the league in interceptions and all fumbles. He was tripping and falling.
Total turnovers, right?
Captain of the goof troop. He was captain. Bro, I didn't want him. I didn't want him when we drafted him. But whatever Dayball has done, man, I don't know, but he's just completely he's throwing. He's making smart decisions. He struggles on his reads a little bit, but I mean, he's not dropping the ball. He's working. Dude is fucking swole. Like if you look at it, like he gonna squeeze the ball and pop it before he lets go of it. Like,
don't he look like a veteran? I mean, he got the little scruff on his arm like I do. He look like a seasoned dude. Like, yeah, all right, here we go, man.
Yeah.
Round up the troops. Y'all get in here. Let's go, man.
I like that.
He ain't the little shy, like you said, fumbling, bumbling rookie he was. You know what I'm saying?
Now he's all wide-eyed and everything.
Right. He's gonna come in that huddle with confidence this season, and that's the one thing that I say. Daniel Jones with confidence is a dangerous quarterback. Yeah. I'm telling you, because I really feel like his especially them 2 Joe Judge seasons, he didn't have confidence at all. And I think what you were saying, Jay, about how he looks like a different quarterback, I think that's because Dable and them actually build up his confidence. You know what I'm saying? By, structuring the offense around what he did well and what they had, instead of trying to force a system on him like Jason Garrett and them did. Blue City Empire Sports was good, man. It's been a while. I ain't seen you around here in a minute, bro. He says, did you hear the breaking news that the NBA is investigating the referees? It turns out he's a diehard Boston Celtics fan. Doesn't surprise me. There's all kind of shenanigans going on in sports. Yeah, not surprised. But yeah, that's how it works, man. That's how it works, man. You know what I'm saying?
One of the easiest influenced like by the referees kind of game. Like if you
they all are, man.
You can blow your whistle 2 times in the first quarter, and that starter is sitting down until the third.
Mm-hmm. Right. Bookins says, I think that was the big difference with this staff. They encouraged DJ to get out and use legs. The last regime was forcing him to stay in the pocket. There you go.
Yep.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? He says, but you go back to his high school days, he was always using his legs. Not sure why the last staff tried to take that out. Because they were stupid. That's why.
What is stupid for $200?
Who is Jason Garrett?
Yeah. Fucking idiot. Yeah.
He needs receivers to actually catch the ball. Yeah, we talked about that earlier, Nomads. Darren Waller and Jalen Hyatt. I think Jalen Hyatt in college. And of course, Darren Waller, they had one of the highest catch percentages in the league. So
I'm not sure Paris Campbell.
Paris Campbell. He has been on that field. The only person that really has a drop problem is Slayton. Him and Saquon Barkley does too.
Yeah, he's not.
To be honest with y'all, he is not a reliable catcher of the football.
Even in Madden.
I said even in Madden. Damn, Saquon.
I try to send him on a wheel route, and then get the ball.
But yeah, I think they will be better at that. Most definitely. He never led the league in interceptions, just fumbling. Yeah, exactly, man. Yep. Just 12 picks. Yeah, he's never been a high interception guy. It was mainly the fumbles. But that comes with pass protection. If your left tackle or your right tackle is getting beat like a drum, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, especially on your blind side. That's why Daniel Jones has gotten better with turnovers, because Andrew Thomas has gotten better. If you notice that. He's not getting those blindsided sack fumbles that was happening before. Not like that. I mean, he'll have a one here and there, but that's every quarterback.
Yeah.
You know, so but yeah, most definitely he's confidence from his rookie season. Absolutely. Deception, what's good? Chris, peace. What's good, man? Appreciate y'all coming through, man. On this slow Sunday, man. We talking Giants conversations, man. Please join us and add to the conversation right now. Just doing a little OTA notes. We discussed DeAndre Hopkins situation. You know what I'm saying? And we are going to get into 5 reasons for optimism and 5 reasons for pessimism here in just a second, man. But y'all rock out with me, man. Dable is a quarterback whisperer.
Bro.
He might be.
Bro. Because
he might be.
Josh Allen wasn't.
He ain't looking that great no more.
Yeah, and then when he left, he went back to not doing shit. He's doing shit, but it's not like how it was. Right. Exactly.
It was Colin Johnson. There's a name we ain't heard in a while. Old Colin Johnson. I think Nomad said he looks like he has reliable hands, and he's leading the Giants in catching so far OTAs. He was having a good camp last season.
And he popped it. See, we're not even going to say it, though. We're not even going to, you know what I'm saying? But I thought people were saying that he wasn't going to be back till later. He's already if we can get him back and him healthy, and he's all the way healed up and good and can actually play at a high level, man,
that's your contested catch receiver right there. Yeah, that's your big body receiver that y'all wanted.
That could be another reason why the Giants ain't really worried about getting DeAndre Hopkins, because they knew who they got in Colin Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Way cheaper, way younger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So remember, you guys always complain about, these old receivers and over 30 and, they being washed up. We just went through the Kenny Galladay situation. You know what I'm saying? Some people questioning if Sterling Shepard still got it, yada, yada, yada. So why you want to bring in another older receiver? It's name recognition. That's all it is.
Redundant.
It's name recognition. DeAndre Hopkins can easily come into this beast of an NFC East and get shut the fuck down.
Yep.
You going against Diggs and Gilmore and then Slay and Bradbury.
That's not a walking park.
Yeah. So let's get it. The reason you beat corners like that is with speed. DeAndre Hopkins is not a fast receiver, y'all. Barkley is good, but definitely not as good as receiving as Kamara seems. So hell no.
No.
I'm sorry. I like Saquon, but that's been my biggest knock on him is his ability to catch the ball. When people were talking shit about Darius Slayton, I pulled it up on a video and showed y'all that Barkley and Sterling Shepard had more drops than that kid. And everybody was bashing that dude, man. He wasn't even leading the team in drops.
He just had his drops in important moments. And so
that's it, man. Nervous, man. Yeah. He just might be a nervous guy in a big moment. Yeah. So, air it out to him in the first 3 quarters, and the fourth quarter give to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to tell you.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? But he's definitely a good receiver and definitely worth the money to be part of this team, man, and definitely has that continuity with Daniel Jones.
And he has the walk. He took pay cuts and
he wants to be here, right? You can get DeAndre. You can sign DeAndre. Yeah, go ahead. You can sign DeAndre Hopkins to $20 million per season, and he come in here and pout because he don't really want to be here. Exactly. He just came here for the money, like Kenny Galladay.
Take all this slander and all this shit, and still laces him up, straps it on, pause, and gets it on. Pause.
Oh shit! He says, "Does DHop have character issues? Is he a bad locker room? Seems where he's already on his 3rd team, and teams seem eager to let him. Doesn't seem like he is. He did have a issue with what did he get suspended for? J-Lay? Was it PEDs?
Yeah, that's what it was.
He did get suspended for PEDs, but
he had that cheeseburger that Canelo had. You said,
yeah. So, but outside of that, he doesn't seem like a locker room guy or anything like that. The reason teams want to get rid of him is because he ends up on these teams, like he was on with Houston and Arizona, that they seem to be in rebuild mode.
They try to get a high-end receiver before they get anything else, and then you know what I'm saying that's working backwards. I think he's an elite receiver, and so he wants his quarterback, and he holds everybody else to that same standard. You know what I'm saying? If I'm doing the shit I'm supposed to do, and I'm making one-handed catches off of somebody's head and all that shit, then you should be blocking. You should be running hard. You should be studying your playbook, Kyler.
See what I'm saying?
I think with the Houston thing, that wasn't his fault, bro. That was just the Houston Texans are idiots, and they just threw him away.
So, like Coach was saying, he trying to go back to play with Watson in Cleveland.
And that's probably because that was his quarterback in Houston. It wasn't nothing with him. It was the management that was fucking up. So I can see that. And then with him, Amari Cooper, and Chubbs, Donovan Peoples-Jones, I mean, that'd be a nice little squad.
Not a bad squad. I get it, man. Call me a contradictory. Verdict is out on Dable and Shane, the GM. I like him, but they're getting too much credit right now. Dable is proven as Daniel Jones. I haven't really been like. I try to call it what it is. Like, I try to keep it a buck, man. I have criticized Joe Shane. I criticize him for the Bradbury move. I think they As far as Dable is, I think Dable definitely with the Dory Jackson situation, I thought that was a bad move. Having him out there. We talked about this, Jay, Tuesday night on Heart of the City about his decision to make to get put a Dory Jackson back doing punt returns.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't like that. You know, so I have criticized them. They're not perfect. You know what I'm saying? But I think they're making the necessary moves to keep this team in a healthy situation and not have bloated contracts, not being able to. They can get out of Daniel Jones's contract in a couple of years easily.
I don't have. I think they got. I think they getting just as the right amount of credit. They took this team from 3 to 4 wins and won a playoff game in a season, bro. That's legendary shit. I mean, I'm not saying that these people are going to be all, you know what I'm saying, all these, Super Bowl dynasty and all that stuff, but to go from the laughing stock of the league to where when you tell people you're a Giants fan, you got to like explain yourself first.
Right. Yeah, that's tough.
And that's bro, and now you can say it with your chest. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they get all the credit they deserve for me. Fuck it. He made a decision. Something happened with Bradbury to where I'm sure he didn't want him to go to the Eagles, and I'm sure he's like, fuck, every time he has to play them and something happens. But shit, and then with Dayball, he's the coach. He's gonna put who he wants there when he wants to put him there. That's why he's the coach. I mean, some shit's gonna work, some shit's gonna fall through. Y'all wasn't saying that when he made the decision to go for 2. He wasn't a bad coach then.
Right.
But if he would have missed it, then he's stupid and he's Jason Garrett 2.0 and all this yada yada. You need what Giants fan needs to do is be grateful, be humble,
right,
and realize what we have and what we was and what we're going to be. So chill out.
Tudo says NYG22. Cullen Johnson has a good offseason. He has a height and great hands, but he's too slow and can't separate himself. That's why he gets shut down, tackled hard and fast, pause, and injured, boss. Yeah, Tudo. He is of the Kenny Golladay, DeAndre Hopkins mold, where he's one of those taller receivers that are in the contested catch mode. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to get separation. But he's one of those guys you can throw it up there. Colin Johnson is what, 6'4" or something like that. Yeah. So he's of that mold. You know what I'm saying? So I think Dable and Kafka and them are looking for the smaller, faster receivers, but it doesn't mean a guy like Colin Johnson doesn't have a fit for this team, especially in the red zone where you're looking for the taller receivers to go up and get the football, man. But that's what we got Darren Waller for too.
And speaking of, tall guy and Colin Johnson, him coming off an injury, like you would think, I don't know, maybe this is just the medicine talking, but you would think there would be like a mandatory yoga class or something where you like every day after practice, motherfuckers, you gotta stretch. All of y'all big tall motherfuckers, all y'all big ass 380-pound linemen,
yeah, man.
Stretch.
Remember in gym class, man, back in the day, man, you always started gym class with the stretches. You know what I'm saying?
All that.
And when nobody catching no cramps out there, no Charlie horses and shit. Yeah.
They moving all these players. That's a lot of weight, man, moving at a high velocity. That's a lot of G forces on them kneecaps and them tendons and shit like that, man.
Them tendons.
Tendons be holding on for dear life, man. Be the Spider-Man meme when he holds himself.
Tudo said 6'6". God damn, I didn't know he was that tall. Shit, he need to be playing basketball.
He look on top of him for real.
Slayton could have easily pulled in Evan Ingram, and shout out to EE. I say all of that. Slayton could have left for bigger money. He decided to stay. Let's start showing him some real support. I agree, Mets. You know what I'm saying? I've been supporting this guy, man. People been laughing at me, man. You know what I'm saying? They've been laughing at me, booing me off the stage. Boo! Slayton lover, get out of here. Like, man, I'm just keeping it fair, man. Yeah. Fair is fair. Y'all wanted Alec Bachman and David Sills on the roster over this guy. Are you fucking for real? Yeah, like, I gotta keep it 100, man. What's good, Mike, man? What's good, man? Appreciate you coming through, brother. You know what I'm saying? Next shift. What's up, Randy? What's happening, bro? appreciate you stopping by, man. Appreciate all the likes, shares, and support, man. Please like, share the video, subscribe to myself. Also subscribe to the G-Way with J-Lay, my man J-Lay and his show, man. You know what I'm saying? Doing big things over there. Definitely, man. Big Blue Crew in effect. Says, what do you think about Tay Banks taking second team reps? It's standard.
I think it's a
standard. Yeah, it's standard. You're not expecting a rookie, honestly, to come in outside of John Michael Smith and guys like Evan Neal, where there is no competition. You know what I'm saying? Right. I mean, there's nobody. You know what I'm saying? So those guys got to start, man. But, we got corners here, man. I mean, they ain't the knock your socks off names, but Adori's still here. He's going to be the number one, until Banks takes it from him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then you still got Aaron Robinson. Remember, you still got Cordell Flott, Nick McLeod, guys like that. Bobby McClain, he can play safety or corner. The one they got from Washington. So you still got some other guys here, that is possibly that could possibly start, if necessary. But I think they just trying to get the kid up to speed. You know what I'm saying? Ease him into the game, ease him into the system. Wink Martindale does not have the simplest system to learn. His exotic blitzes and different things like that, you have to know timing is everything. I mean, you got to be on point. So I think they want to get him acclimated to the defense before, just throwing him out there and as a starter, man. But, look for him to start, in the preseason probably, and then we'll really get a feel for what's going on with Banks, man. But I have high expectations for Deontay Banks. I do. I think he's going to be good.
Yeah, for sure. He's going to be good, man. I think it's just a mental thing with him, man. They don't want the new kid to come in and think that he just automatically. Let's see how he acts when he's on second team.
Right, earn it. That's how you're supposed to earn it.
Yeah, when he not going in, he just think he coming in and he go. Not saying that this is how he's thinking, but just saying just to put that adversity on him, make him. You're not number one just automatically. You know what I'm saying? You was the man where you was at. You not here. This is not. You know what I'm saying? Right. You don't run this show. And then, like you said, watching a person that's already done it before, or so at your position, watching how I adore you, because he's knowing what the play is. He's sitting on the side. He knows what the play is. He's watching his position, seeing how he attacks it, what he does, when he goes. Saying how he flips his hip, all of that stuff. He's processing all that stuff down. So when he goes in there with the second team, which isn't as fast paced and isn't as as good as the first team, he'll be able to catch on, like you said, at a slower pace. Not really slow, but, work him into it. You don't want to just throw him in there, bro, and then he end up losing his confidence. You just think he ain't going to be able to do this, because you want a confident quarterback. You want a damn near cocky quarterback.
Oh, yeah. You want a guy that's got that mindset, man, for sure, man. Met says, but the Giants are still being laughed at and dismissed, which is cool with me. That's an interesting thing.
That's going to change soon.
Bill Barnwell of ESPN has ranked the Giants as the 29th graded roster in the NFL.
Yeah.
Bill Barnwell. These writers really, I would really like to challenge some of these guys to come on these platforms with us. J-Lay, here, or Big Pat, or Lou, or Coach Ed, or whoever, or the Twitter Spaces, wherever. I challenge y'all to come out here, man, and talk that shit to us Giants fans for real.
Man,
it's some sucker shit, man. You know what I'm saying? For real.
They base all their opinion, like all this, like every story they have is like some clickbaity ass.
I'm gonna show you how contradictory and stupid this guy's story is. Give me a minute, man. Let me shout out my people in the chat, man. Perry Mack, what's good, man? He says, what do you think Wink's NASCAR package looks like? If he was gonna have a NASCAR package, I kind of said this before. With people saying Aziz bulked up again. somebody was telling me I was like, God damn, what is this guy doing? You know what I'm saying? I thought he was supposed to slim down, you know, because he was getting hurt. But to my point, I think that you could use Aziz on the line. And if you want a NASCAR package, you get Aziz, you get Dexter Lawrence, Leonard Williams. You put them on the line. You put Kayvon Thibodeau and whoever's going to be your secondary pass rusher. Right now, it looks like O'Shane Ximines. Let's hope we can upgrade that. You know what I mean? But that's the NASCAR package. Say if they go out and sign JPP or Justin Houston or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or Leonard Floyd or somebody like that. Then that's your NASCAR package right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You take the big guy off the field, which would be like Ashawn Robinson or maybe even Nachos or somebody like that. You take them off and you put a DN in on the line. That could be Jahad Ward.
Yeah,
but Jahad Ward doesn't offer as much pass rush. I would put Azeez Ojulari there, especially if he's bulked up, like people are talking about. You know what I'm saying? You put him on the line with Dex, with Leo, 3 pass rushes, and then on your outside you have Kayvon Thibodeau, and then O'Shane or whoever this Ellison Smith guy is talking about. Raphael, what's good, man? What's good, El Capitan? What's up, man? Appreciate you coming through, man. He says, funny you mentioned yoga. It's been well documented that Amani Tuma credited yoga for maintaining the second half of his career.
Yep. Yeah, man. You, stretch them tendons, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bro. I said about a rookie QB come in and start. I think it would initially see the field more than Banks. Of course, John Michael Smith was drafted to be a day one starter. Absolutely. John Michael Smith is going to be a day one starter. There's nobody there. Who you want to start? Hausinger?
Yeah, man. Shit. Hell no. Whatever the fuck his name is, man. Hasselhoff. What's his name?
I'm not sure Wing has a massacre package. Yeah, I hope he will have a massacre package. Just massacre the whole line, bro. Like, what kind of package is this? He got 6 defensive tackles on the field. What the fuck is this? This is the massacre package. He's just gonna bully your whole goddamn
everybody on the field. Ain't no
push the whole line back.
Ain't no safeties. It makes you on your own, bro.
I know what you mean. I know what you meant, though, man. So I was just fucking with you, bro. But let me show y'all this article, man. These dudes definitely trying to clown us, man. This sucker, Bill Barnwell.
They're running out of stuff, man. I'm telling you. This is how I think they're looking at it. Before you get to that, you get to the paper.
Go ahead.
They last year they could say it was a fluke, you know what I'm saying? Because every once in a while some team goes from worst to first or something like that. So they could just blame it on that. Oh yeah, nobody had any film on them, or they was lucky. You know what I'm saying? Every dog has his day kind of thing. But with the schedule, with their third hardest schedule in the league, if we come out here and go 11-6 and make it deep into the playoffs and shit like that, they will have to respect it. If we sweep the Cowboys, and and then still while having, you can't just sweep the Cowboys and lose every other game, but win 11 games, 11, 12 games and sweep the Cowboys and then split with the Eagles, or at least make them competitive games where they win by like a field goal or maybe a last minute players in overtime or something like that. They'll have to respect it.
Mm-hmm. Look at this fool right here. All right, man. So this is from Giants Wire, because ESPN they got ESPN Plus, and they want to write articles and then make us pay to read that bullshit, man. Like, screw you. Yeah. So shout out to Giants Wire. They posted the article for us for free. Yeah. So I'm gonna skip all this. He says, Barnwell ranked the Giants 29 out of 32, claiming the organization has appeared to have brought into its own hype. Check this shit out. An unexpected trip to the postseason and a road to victory once they got there was pleasant surprise for the Giants, who had been treating 2003 as a year to get their salary cap right and begin a rebuild. Their underlying performance wasn't quite as impressive. They were outscored on the season and finished 21st in DVOA. They went 8-4-1 in games decided by 8 or fewer points and were lucky to draw an even worse playoff opponent in the Vikings, whose DVOA ranked them 6th worst team in the league. In response, the Giants appear to be running it back. They franchise tagged Saquon Barkley and committed to Jones, signing the same player who wasn't worth a 5th-year option 12 months earlier to a 4-year, $160 million deal with $81 million in guarantee over the first 2 seasons. They brought back Slayton and Shepard, who seem to be on the way out. And while those weren't major deals, the moves for Jones certainly was just that. So he also says he's not done bashing Daniel Jones. So now he's going to bash our other big signing, a 4-year, $40 million deal for an off-ball linebacker. Bobby Okereke was too aggressive at a position where the majority of useful players settle for much smaller commitments. Really? What the fuck did your boy Trayvon Edmonds get? Stupid dude.
Wasn't he like almost $20 million?
way more than Bobby Okereke. Shane used the team's first-round pick on a much-needed cornerback, Deontay Banks, but this secondary is going to struggle against an NFC East full of imposing receivers. Oh, really? Who's the imposing receivers in the NFC East that we're going to struggle against?
I guess you could say you said
AJ Brown.
Yeah, I guess because CD
AJ Brown and Deontay and them cats didn't kill us. It was the running backs that killed us.
Man, not having a fucking offensive line and not being able to throw the ball or do anything really.
Right.
Not having a middle linebacker, Dallas Goedert.
Wasn't it Schultz killing us?
Yeah.
Wasn't Elliott and what's
Tony
the other
Pollard?
cat's name? Tony Pollard killing us? Wasn't Boston Scott and Miles Sanders killing us? What did Jalen Hurts for? Jalen Hurts barely threw for over 200 yards.
Yep. But they don't read
AJ,
that. They don't pay attention.
And my man Perry said everything he said contradicted itself. He did.
Yeah.
Stupid. Just hating for no reason.
Because say we didn't get Bobby Okereke. They'll say that, we didn't really upgrade at that position. We're just putting Band-Aids over a bleeding wound. Like they would have, that's their job to not really report like some news. It wants.
Right, Mets. They still rank the Vikings above the Giants, but the dude just said the Vikings was a worse opponent.
So what are they talking about? They just want to get clicks, bro. They say shit that's gonna get motherfuckers talking. They just not really reporting, bro. They don't even have good questions when they're asking people at the podium questions and shit like that. It's just they just say shit. I don't know what they do. They get paid for that.
Detroit ain't do shit in the last 32 years, but they're getting praised while the Giants are still being dunked on. Right. Seattle, Geno Smith, Detroit, the Cowboys, Washington, they ranked over us. And we own that franchise.
Yeah, man. That's why I don't even listen to like
Terry McLaurin is the only receiver that really give us problems. I give you that.
Yeah, Scary Terry. He's scary for real.
Scary Terry kills the Giants.
Yeah.
No matter who the fuck's playing cornerback. Yeah. So I give you that one. But who else is you scared of? CeeDee Lamb? I mean, he's all right.
Yeah, right.
Not killing you though.
Yeah, he's just not gonna score 3 touchdowns in a game and shit like that.
You know? So-called journalists can choke on his head.
Hey, for real.
Word up, coach.
Until it's not no more. Choke on the stiff one until it's not no more.
These dudes is crazy, man. I'm telling you, man. I had to show y'all that, man. Just to show you,
This is how we feel. This is
how they Yeah, this is what that ice cream drink says. This is what they think about you. This is what they think about you. This is what they think. Make me want to make a diss track, yo.
Bro.
Just all these idiot goddamn journalists, man. We should do that, Jay. We should all get together, me, you, Lou, Pat, and just make a diss track. Dissing.
Hey, I don't be rapping, but I'll write some shit.
Hey, man, you ain't even got to write, man. Just say something, yo. We just put a beat over that joint. Like, for real, play that shit as our intro for all our videos. Like just clowning these motherfuckers.
Like you said, like a diss track, but only the intro. At the first one, they just, and fuck these dumbass reporters.
Yeah.
Have some shit playing in the back.
That's why we went to the playoffs, you stupid motherfuckers.
Big Blue, Crew Nation.
Drop that beat, Pat.
That shit would be funny. Hey, but I think Luke can really rap though. I think Luke can really be
He can rap, man. And I used to rap, you know what I'm saying? I could break out the old skills, you know what I'm saying?
I can just let me be the hype man. I'll be in the background yelling some dope
shit. Says, yeah, but we ain't doing fair Terry McLaurin. He hasn't been a game changer. Nah, I mean, he does his thing. Yeah, he's not killing us though. He's not the reason because we always beat them. So you know what I mean. He usually keeps them in the game. Is really what he does. Because if it wasn't for him, they'd be getting blown out probably. Yeah. I'm down for Giant Slander's core motivation. Yeah. Yep. It's gonna motivate me to make a diss track.
Take money.
Oh man. All right, man. We're gonna wrap this up, man, with let me see. What did I have? My last thing I had on here was oh yeah. So we're gonna start with 5 reasons the Giants will succeed. Then we're gonna do let's start with the negative first because we want to end the show on a positive note. So we'll start with 5 reasons the Giants will fail. I am try not to be even though I'm pretty much mostly on the positive side, I want to keep it fair for the Giants fans that don't feel as optimistic as, me and Jay and some of us in the Big Blue crew do. Look, you guys got a right to your opinion. My name's Unpopular Opinion Sports, and I'm going to be fair. 5 reasons the Giants will fail. The number 1 reason, if Evan Neal is the same Evan Neal from last season, we're fucked.
God, yeah.
That's the number 1 reason. This offensive line. This offensive line does not get their shit together, particularly Evan Neal and Mark Lewinsky. If that right side is playing the way they did last season, primarily because of Evan Neal, because Lewinsky's probably not going to be here after this season. Evan Neal is our top 7th overall pick. If he does not take a step forward, we're gonna struggle.
A step forward. He need to get his shit together. He need to get both feet together. And he needs to shut that right side down. I mean, I understand, you may get beat. Lose slowly, lose slower. Don't just let them bat your hands down and sweep right past you, or you getting back too fast, worrying about them coming at you, and then they duck right under you. But I mean, I think he's gonna do good. But yeah, that's keep going though. But yeah, that's one thing.
Bottom shit. Chris and No Mets say tougher schedule. That is another reason we could struggle, especially in the beginning part of the season. I have us getting off to a fast start, but we could very well get off to a slow start. You playing Dallas, you're going out west to play Arizona and San Francisco on a Thursday night, and then you coming back, you playing Seattle. That's a tough little stretch right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that is also one of the reasons why they could struggle is the schedule. Now, I know some people don't like to look at the schedule, but I mean, it's there, but we don't know who's going to be good this year and who ain't going to be good. Dallas could very well be one of the worst teams in the league. And then we look at that Dallas win week 1 as you should have won that game. You know what I'm saying? Because the team is bad. So we don't know. We just going off based off last season. So that is one. This is absolutely one, though, and Mets hits it right here. Potential lack of pass rush. Azeez Ojulari. That's really my number two. The Azeez Ojulari, Kayvon Thibodeau on this pass rush. Kayvon Thibodeau has to take a step forward. Azeez has to stay healthy. Because if we can't get to the quarterback, Deontay Banks and our secondary will have some struggles against the better teams in the league.
Well, fuck this thing.
You know what I'm saying? Coach says, what is considered fail? Record
this
talent
is
injuries.
This is my reason. Yeah.
Quad.
Yeah, that's me. That's mine. I know you got your list, but if I could just put in one,
go ahead.
If we don't sign Saquon Barkley back, man, that's going to put an immense amount of pressure on Daniel Jones, on Darren Waller, who's in a new system and a very tricky system. And these young receivers going to put a lot of pressure on Hyatt. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. But yeah, if we don't get Saquon back, man, it's gonna be bad for the locker room because how much he's given to this team, and for him to not get a deal back, that has the potential to give other players the thought, plant that seed in their mind, like, well, damn, why am I going so hard? Because, you know, if I get hurt one time or something, then they just going to kick me to the curb or just let me walk or whatever, you know. So if we don't get him back, man, we got to get Saquon back for a multitude of reasons. For his play on the field and how he'll take pressure off of other players and open up this offense a lot more. And also for that locker room and showing that, you know what I'm saying, you take care of your own. And when somebody busts your ass for them, you make sure that they get paid. You know, so yeah, Saquon. We need to get Saquon back.
Right, absolutely. I'm gonna put that as number 3. Number 3 is Saquon. And just from a football standpoint, having all these fast receivers is going to open up things in the middle of the field, and it's going to open up our running game. And we don't want to be doing all that with Matt Breida. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to Breida, but he's a backup running back for a reason. And Saquon is Saquon for a reason. So that could definitely slow down our offense. You know what I'm saying? If you have the secondary playing back, man, because they're not afraid of your running game at all. You know, and Daniel Jones is not effective with the RPO because Matt Breida ain't turning the corner on nobody. That I will put as number 3. The number 4th, which could also be the number 1 reason, is injuries, which the Giants have been dealing with since I've been born, basically. So
since my time on this earth,
right? Since I've been watching the team, they've always dealt with these devastating, catastrophic injuries. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Miz? What's good, man? Shout out to my man Miz, man. Appreciate you coming through, man. Says, yo, what's up, my brothers? But yeah, injuries, man. Injuries, as Chris says, injuries, man. So we gotta stay healthy. We gotta get the injured players back healthy. Sterling Shepard, Darian Beavers, Wan'Dale Robinson, you know, Aaron Robinson. Some of these guys are expected to play. Marcus McKeithen, Josh Azudu. Some of these guys we are expected to play big roles in this season. You know, those guys got to get healthy, and we got to at least lessen the injuries this season. Now they changed the turf, the field or whatever, and
they're starting yoga classes.
Getting our stretch on, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta stretch it out.
Word. But also this team is a deeper team than last season. You know what I'm saying? So we can lessen the blow, I feel like, maybe with some of these injuries. But that's number 4, definitely on the list. Now, number 5 reason that this team will fail, you know it, Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones has got to play better than last season. Not the same, not average or, or hey, it's injuries, the receivers dropping passes.
None of that. Just all he has to do is just keep on doing what he did last.
He has to keep progressing.
Yeah, he has to keep on progressing. Right? His main thing is his read progression. His being able to see the whole field and not just get stuck on one guy. You know what I'm saying? And get his eyes locked on one receiver and just that everybody sees it. I mean, we see it from sitting on our couches at home. So I know them DBs and safeties can see it, and that's why they can jump routes. But yeah, so he just needs to get better at processing, not having to run so much. Hopefully with this line and Evan fucking Neal, reason number one. Blocks, he won't have to run for his life. You know what I'm saying? John Michael Smith, you know what I'm saying, shows up that center position. He won't have to run around the field so much, and he can sit there in the pocket, in an actual pocket, and make his reads and throw the ball downfield and score touchdowns. I'm telling you, 30 to 35 touchdowns for Daniel Jones this next year.
30 to 35 touchdowns, man. You heard it here first, man. On Popular Opinion Sports, man, my man J-Lay, G-Way with J-Lay saying 30 to 35 touchdowns for Daniel Jones throwing the football. I think he might have another 5 or 6 running, so putting the over-under on 40 for DJ total touchdowns this year. 40 over-under.
Yeah. If he throws to 30, he rushes for like 5, 6.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if
that's why I'm gonna go slightly under, but I definitely do think he should go over the 30 touchdown mark throwing the football. He has to,
especially with all these quick receivers. You got Darren Waller out there. Like
you're gonna get game-changing plays down the field. You're gonna get those explosive 60, 70-yard TD passes.
But it's on him. It's on him to make those throws.
He's got to make the throws. Yep. Exactly. He's got to make the throws. He's got to see it open. You can't just Daniel Jones. You can't just wait till the guy gets open every time. You got to throw him open sometimes.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So there's critiques in Daniel Jones's game that I can get into, but he is the number 5 reason why this team could fail. He has to take a step forward in his game, and I think he will. But we'll see. Nothing's given, nothing's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Big change the game. 3 black quarterbacks taken in the draft. Yeah. Shout out to Mike Vick, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, these guys are different, man. These guys are different, man. Breida might be RB3 this season. I don't think Eric Gray's gonna take his spot right now. I think Breida knows the offense. Breida, Matt Breida is a good player.
Yeah, he's not no scrub.
He's not no scrub. That's just gonna
he's just
somebody's just gonna take the right. You know what I'm saying? He's just not Saquon. He's not explosive, game changing type player. But he is a good running back. So,
great change of pace back.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And he's smart. He can pick up the blitz. He can catch the football. So I ain't mad at Breida, man. Even if he is RB3, man.
That's a good RB3. That's a good.
Yeah, he deserves to be on this team. He's got to be on this team.
That's a good ass
RB3. If this Saquon shit gets ugly, we gonna need Matt Breida for sure. Yeah. Right. DJ has to take a huge leap. I agree. Exactly. Especially with this decision making. You know what I'm saying? Coach says the Giants need to hire Big Pass. Yeah, man, right. We've been saying that, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, man. Shout out to my man Big Pass Sports Talk, man. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Shep's got to be the old Shep. Shep just I don't have no expectations for Shepard, honestly, man.
He needs to be the old Shep and not old Shep.
Right. Not old Shep. You know what I'm saying?
He be old Shep.
Yeah, he let some big players on the field. He can't leave those on the field this season because they're going to be opportunities out the yin-yang, man, with all these guys that got out there, man, these speed guys, man. So, Shep, definitely not counting on him. But I wouldn't count him out either. I'm not counting on him, but I wouldn't count him out. Put it like that. You know what I mean? He could definitely see the field. He could definitely help us down the playoff stretch. The thing about some of these injuries, y'all, is we got so many players right now that could potentially start for us. You know, these guys can actually, guys like Sterling Shepard, maybe even Wan'Dale Robinson can actually be like kind of like getting a extra receiver or a free agent signing in the middle of the season when they get healthy and they hit the field, because it's gonna be like, oh well, damn, they got this guy now. Shit,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because I don't see, I don't know if these guys are gonna be ready for the beginning of the season, man. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. What's good, Almighty Finesse? What's good with you, bro, man? Appreciate you coming through, man. Stopping in on us, man. So we talked about the bad. Now we're gonna wrap it up with a positive note, man. 5 reasons the New York Giants will succeed this season. Now, Coach asked me, what is considered failure or success? Well, we want to see this team get better. I think we all agree, right? Do we all agree, y'all at the crib? Yeah. Y'all agree? So we want to see this team get better. So that is failure if they take a step back.
If we don't make the playoffs.
Don't make the playoffs, we have a losing record.
Yeah.
That's failure. Success is equal or better. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Equal or better. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they get into the playoffs again, same record, yada, 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 lose in the second round. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe they get to the NFC Championship game this time or the Super Bowl this time. You know, that would be equal or better. We all know this is not a complete team. So I'm not going to be mad if they don't extraordinarily exceed expectations, but try to be better than what you were last season, whether it's in the record or whether it's just progression of your offense and defense. You know, maybe you get a top 10 defense, top 10 offense, or whatever the case is. I just want to see this team be better. So that's what I mean by failure and or success. So what we got here? See some other people popped in the chat. Tommy, hey, what's good, man? Appreciate you coming through, Tommy. You know what I'm saying? We trying to bring that trophy back home, man. You already know what it is, my bro. Number one, Dable. Yeah. Dable is the number one. Dable should be the number one.
The coaches in general.
The coaching staff, and I'm gonna say this, Chris, the continuity on this team is the number one thing for me. Mm-hmm. That's the coaching. That's bringing back Jones. That's signing Dexter Lawrence. That's bringing back Slayton. You know what I'm saying? That's having your offensive line intact and adding to that, improving that. That's having your defensive line intact and adding to that, improving that. Your secondary, you know, you lost one piece, which is Julian Love. We replaced him with, I think, an equal, maybe even better counterpart in Bobby McClain. So I think that's still intact, and we added to that, bringing in Deonte Banks. So we've added damn near to every position while maintaining continuity at those same positions. So that, to me, is the number one reason why this team will be good this year. The continuity on both sides of the ball and special teams. They brought the kicker and punter back as well. You know what I'm saying? So that is – what you say, Jay?
I said the Scottish Hammer.
The Scottish Hammer, yeah. Oh man, we talked about DHop Almighty. I don't see it happening either. Coaching staff has to grow.
Coach is stupid. Coach is stupid. I second that. That would be nice.
Let's give him some sexy shit.
Yes.
Well, why don't the Giants have cheerleaders? I don't know, man. Like, what is up with you, John Mara, in this organization, man?
It's too cold up there to be having them.
Man, I don't understand it.
Yeah, they'd have to have cheerleaders and sweaters.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
They got
him in North Face and Timberlands and shit out there. Yo.
Hey, yo, son, cheer for this team, B. We finna
better root for the Giants before I rock you, son.
Hey, yo, dead ass, you better be cheering loud as a motherfucker.
Oh shit, no doubt. Number 2 reason for optimism is, man, I think we got better on offense, man. I mean, period, man. With the speed, we got a receiver. With the signing, drafting of John Michael Schmitz, you know what I'm saying? This offense should be better. We just got more speed. We got more speed. We got better receivers. We got Darren freaking Waller. You know what I'm saying? Top 5 tight end in the league.
I say top 3, but yeah, he was hurt.
Top 3. Yeah, he was
when
top
he's
3
when he's healthy.
When healthy. Absolutely.
It's Kills, Andrews, Waller when he's healthy. Kittle's hurt way too much. Kittle's up there too, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But that's the number 2, dog. You know what I'm saying? Matt says pass rush has to show up. I agree. Yeah, but we talked about the pass rush. Rookies and second-year guys have to have a positive impact. I agree. You know what I'm saying? That is definitely on the list because you need all your rookies to do good. Well, at least the top 3, which is Smits, Banks, Hyatt. They all 3 have to play a major factor in this season's success. You know, mainly Smits and Banks. You know what I'm saying? Mainly Smits and Banks, but Hyatt has to show up too. And the reason I say that is because he's got the game-changing ability that the receiver core need. I'm not saying Slayton and Campbell don't either, but you got Waller, man. And if you can get this Hyatt, man, imagine if you can get Jalen Hyatt to run routes like Shep and OBJ. Oh, my goodness.
Man.
With that kid's speed, that's your number 1 receiver. Fuck DHop. What are you talking about? If you can get this kid to run routes.
And I see it, I think he's gonna make that a very he's gonna focus on that, I think, in his training for years to come until he gets it, till he is known as an elite route runner, because it bothers him. You can see it bothers him when people just say it's just speed. It really fucks with his heart. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not just some one trick pony that just, you know, could just run past you. He's like, I run routes though. I can run routes. And then we all seen the clip when the coach was like, yeah, we'll see. And then what did he say back? He said, yeah, we will see. So I mean, I think he really finna be in there trying to do whatever he can to make his route running, you know what I'm saying, elite. I mean, he already has elite speed. That's like God-given. You can't take that away from him. You know what I'm saying? Barring, you know what I'm saying, the I word. I don't even want to say it with our rookies, but you know what I'm saying, it's barring.
Yeah.
That's God-given. That ain't going nowhere.
Facts, man. Tommy says, Hayden, Bryce, Slayton, Waller will open it up for Robinson, Shep, Paris, Barkley, Gray to eat. It would be easy money. No longer we do wonder about scoring drives. We were average 28. Yeah, they all do gotta play well and open it up, man. But I'm gonna say here, number 4 is and Perry Mack, man. The chat is cooking, man. Appreciate y'all in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all joining the conversation, man. Definitely hit that like button, man, for me and my man Jay-Lay. Linebackers, but I'm gonna go a step further. I'm gonna say the run defense, Perry. The run defense in general. If our run defense does not improve from what were we 23rd in the league last season, if our run defense does not get up to top 15 or so, and we just getting ran on all over in the NFC East, that's going to be one of the things that could hold us back. But I think it's gotten better. And that's one of my reasons for optimism is this run defense. Ashawn Robinson, Nachos, you know what I'm saying? Leo Williams, Dexter Lawrence, DJ Davidson coming back. Man, you got is it Jack Anderson or Ryder Anderson? I can't remember which one is the defensive guy and which one is the offensive guy. I think Ryder Anderson is the guy that's on defense. But he's supposed to improve, man. You know what I'm saying? They got Vernon Butler, man. You know, we talked about DHop Ward and as well as even Ojulari playing on the line. So our run defense should be better with Bobby O and Darren Beavers hopefully coming back. Perry saying right here with the linebackers. Also, don't forget about the safeties. Justin Pinnock and Bobby McCain are also very good run defenders. So our run defense should be better, and that is another one of my reasons for success is the Giants. That run defense, you're not going to be able to run on that defense like you were last year, and that's going to put teams in third and long. And you know what happens in third and long in the week against Wink Martindale's defense. It can get ugly.
Get them.
Why you think teams ran on us, man, and really forced to run on us, man, is because they didn't want to see third and long, man. You was getting cooked back there, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I watched Baker Mayfield, man, live in person have to deal with it. I was like, God, this guy can't do anything, yo. Like he just sucked out there, yo. You know what I'm saying? Because the Panthers couldn't run. You know what I'm saying? Now, after that game, teams started running on us because we lost Leonard Williams, and then you know how it went. So that is my number 4 reason for the Giants succeeding this season. Scottish Hammer has to improve his directional punting. Yeah, you could add that. I would nominate that as a sleeper reason right there is the special teams, man. The special teams has got it. Matter of fact, let's put that at number 5. Special fucking teams. Can we get better punting? Can we get better kick coverage? Can we get somebody to bring the ball past the 25-yard line for once? You know what I'm saying? Can we get that? Please. Can we get that? Somehow, some fucking way. You know what I'm saying? And Thomas McGahee and Tom Quinn have been around this Giants organization for years. And for years, outside of the kicker, the special teams has been ass. So let's get some better special teams play from this New York Giants this season. What do you think about that, Jay? You think I'm all for special teams? Some people don't think that shit matter.
What'd you say? My bad.
Some people don't think that shit matter. The special teams.
Special teams most definitely matters. What you mean? Like that can change, bro. A good kick return or a great punt, bro, can push a team back, bro. You know how hard it is to go to drive 90 yards. You know what I'm saying? When you don't have a run game or when you're playing against elite cornerbacks that's pressing on your receivers and they can't fucking do nothing. That shit's difficult. Hell yeah, that shit's important, man. Shit. I remember I had a special teams coach in high school, but he'll get mad. You try to say he'll be ready because he was a punter and a kicker. He played like soccer and stuff too, but he fucked up his knee and all that stuff. But this motherfucker, bro, back in the days, bro, used to punt, bro, and would drop that motherfucker on the 5, and then that motherfucker would bounce one more time and then land at the 1. Like it's like consistently. And this is back in the day before when
Jeff Fiegels was a master at that shit, man. Fiegels, man, best Giants punter. Man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
He used to push
Steve Weatherford. Shout out to Steve Weatherford. I mean, he held us down too, but couldn't nobody fuck with Fiegels, man. All that punting, man.
Because that shit, bro, I'm telling you, that shit'll change the whole game up. Mm-hmm. And then it's elite punters that can kick the ball a certain way. So when a motherfucker try to catch it, that motherfucker will pop out their hands real quick and shit. Mm-hmm. That's a whole different like little art form to it. I ain't know too much about it until I got put on game by a punter. So
yeah, Giants ain't got no mascots either, man. We gonna we can't have Chili's. Too much money spent on medium Pepsis. Can't believe John Mara did that shit, man. Like that.
A medium though, that's some low ball shit.
I can't get the The supersize plus, nigga.
Man.
Like, come on, I mean, the fuck,
Can
man.
I get what was it? The team cup was it? Like with the shit on it.
We got license plate guy. Yeah, he is the mascot.
He really is.
Shout out to license plate guy though, man. I fuck with license plate guy, but yeah, he basically is the Giants mascot to a degree. Yeah, y'all crazy. Hyatt suspected a major role. Yeah, I think Jalen Hyatt is gonna have a bigger role than people expect too. But he doesn't have to start right away. You know what I'm saying? He can take time to develop, man. I think what's the receivers coach, Mike Groh? I think Mike Groh is gonna work with him as well as Sterling Shepard should be working with him too on his route running and getting his route running a little more precise. And I think this kid's gonna be a beast, man. And I think he's kind of motivated because he got taken in the 3rd round. He was expected to be a 1st-round pick, you know, and you know, they was talking shit about him. He can't run routes and shit. So I think this kid is motivated to really. You got some motivated players on this team. Daniel Jones got to be motivated. You know what I'm saying? Saquon Barkley, I know he going damn sure be motivated when he gets
Slayton's motivated.
Slayton, Hyatt's motivated. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't catch or run routes, according to people. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Banks has got to be motivated.
Colin Johnson got his year taken away from him last year. He's motivated. Beavers is motivated. Bobby is, you know what I'm saying, and Xavier McKinney, they're motivated. You see, McKinney was already.
Kayvon Thibodeau was motivated.
He's motivated. He's trying to get more sacks and really break out in his sophomore season. Aziz should be motivated because everybody's talking about he had a lackluster year. Dex just got paid. So you should be motivated.
And Williams need to be motivated because he might not have a job next season. So yeah, him and Adoree Jackson. So yeah. Kafka said Hyatt can run routes. I believe Hyatt will be our number 1. I do too in due time. Maybe not this year, but if he surprises this year,
Hey, and then even if he say let's just say just to talk about the flip side of the coin, if he's not a route runner and an elite route runner and all of that. Tyreek Hill was saying this shit. Now, I'm not saying he's Tyreek Hill or anything like that. Let's not jump the gun. But Tyreek Hill said, what do you need to run routes for if you create separation? Hey, coach will get you pumped up, bro. I want to step on my helmet.
That's that coach talk, yo. Now I'm trying to go out and, you know what I'm saying, suit up, man. You know what I'm saying? And play a wide receiver my goddamn self.
That's how you know he was a coach for real, man.
You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, man. Chad Johnson said he can run routes. I'm going to go with he can run routes. He doesn't even need to be an elite route runner. Good to start the season. Yeah. He says Kafka said Jalen Hyatt can run routes too, man. Look, man, I think Jalen Hyatt can run routes. I think he wasn't asked to run routes in Tennessee's offense in college. So I do think it's not like, I mean, to be a receiver, you got to learn how to run routes, right? I mean, you got to learn some kind of route running ability. Or they just go out there and be like, okay, you're just the go route guy. When you go in the game, you just run straight. Like, nah, man. That shit don't work like that, man. That kid can run routes, man. That's what I'm saying.
You don't get this far and you don't know how to run a route. Like, come on.
Right. How you get drafted if you don't know how to run a route. Imagine you at the combine, they like, run a slant. You're like,
can you run a hitch?
Can you show me?
What's that? Is that X on Madden? What was that? Hey, what was that? That was a movie with The Rock when he was coaching them bad kids. That was Who said that he was a quarterback? He was like, "When did you play quarterback?" He was like, "Shit, I play quarterback on Madden all the time."
All the time.
Like, what? You never actually played quarterback?
Shit, man. Most definitely. Dexter Leo be more fresh than they were last season. They took 100% of snaps. Yeah, that's why I think our run defense is going to be better. Yeah. That ties into exactly what I was saying about the run defense. Run defense can go on the fail list too. Absolutely. Mayfield would be a great person. Can't with you, coach.
Like he good at holding pockets. He look like
yeah. Good at the scramble drill.
yeah. Whoa.
Whoa. Oh man. Say fuck the rule. Take it out. Right, man. Matt Dodge. Oh my God. I think Matt Dodge still getting death threats. Oh shit. Oh man. Tommy, you want the link? Yeah, you can come on for a minute. We're gonna shut it down in a little bit.
I'm about to hop off. I'm finna, I got family shit.
Yeah, we're gonna shut it down here, man. But I'll let bro come up and speak his piece.
Yeah, before I go, man, I just want to say, man, check out G Away with J-Lay, man. Let me get some subscribers.
Absolutely.
Give me some feedback. Tell me what y'all want to hear, what y'all want to talk about, man. I'm open to all opinions, either whether I like them or not. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna answer back and give you my little 2 cents. So G Way with J-Lay on YouTube, J-Lay90 on Twitter. Come holla at me, man. I'll see y'all later.
Yep.
All right, thanks for having me.
All right, Jay, man. Appreciate you, Jay, man. For real, man. Go subscribe to G Way with J-Lay. You heard the man. Go sub to my bro, man. You know what I'm saying? Big crew, man. We in effect, man. You already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? But so special teams course said fuck the rule, take the ball out, right, man. You know, my man, what's his name? Used to always bring the ball out, man. Last year, Gary Brightwell, yeah, Gary Brightwell. He don't know nothing about no no touchback rule. So yeah, Dable traded up for higher for a reason. He was gonna be our second round pick. I think he was too, for sure, man. Baker Mayfield's gonna be great in the XFL. Well, he playing for the Bucks now, so we're gonna see what old Faker Mayfield gonna do, man. But you know what I'm saying. But y'all, this has been awesome. You know what I'm saying. We're going on an hour and a half. I don't usually make these streams too long, but you know what I'm saying. The conversation was great, man. You know what I'm saying. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming through, man, and for you know what I'm saying, chatting it up with me, man, on this Sunday, slow Sunday morning, you know what I'm saying? Not much sports going on, not much news going on, you know what I'm saying? This Memorial Day weekend, I hope everybody's spending time with their fam, you know what I'm saying? Chopping it up with their fam and just having a good time, man. You know what I'm saying? Tom, hey, what's good with you, bro? What's good, man? Long time I ain't seen you on the panel, man. What's happening, man?
What's good?
What's cracking, bro?
Man. Everything's solid. Health and wealth to everybody.
That's what's up, man. Appreciate you, my bro,
man. You know, you've been doing your thing. We always come check you out. You know how you do. And your boy J-Lay, he here in Houston. You know, I'm in Houston. I was gonna holler at J-Lay and see what he was up to, because I be seeing J-Lay always be on here, and he live he lived like on the north side of Houston. He lived like a little bit outside of Houston. It's like way north, because I'm from the south side. But I was going to hit that boy up and see if he was going to get around out here today. But anyway, messing with my Giants, man. Man, our Giants
That's right, good, man. Talk to me, man. You know what I'm saying? What we going to do this season, bro?
Bro, our Giants are looking good, man. I mean, when you think about it, where we came from no coaching, no O-line, no team, no discipline, no type of direction. Mara was scratching his head, gave away OBJ, gave away all types of players, you know, messed up the future. Gettleman did pick a lot of good players. Everybody hates Gettleman, but Gettleman picked a lot of great players. He just didn't pick the right coaches. The coaches have definitely turned it around. The GM, he needs a raise and a day off, because that dude right there, the GM he a mastermind, man. He is second to none, bro. We are putting together a team that's gonna compete against the Chiefs. We're gonna easily compete against the Eagles and against the Cowgirls. We definitely got juice for them this year. We had juice for them last year. I mean, last year I think we got beat by the Eagles so bad because we were in the wrong formation. We were trying to pass, and we should have been 11, 12 personnel, you know, more run heavy, pass blocking to allow Jones to do something against that D-line they had. But anyway, outside of the Cowgirls losses, we should have won those games. But, the refs don't want us to win. Drop passes, backup receivers. So, we did all that, and we still made it to the playoffs, man. We still made it to the playoffs. We still won. People didn't think that we would even win 8 games, 6, 7 games. I knew we were destined to go to a Super Bowl run. We really got a Super Bowl run in us. We
was close last year.
Right now, it's formulating to where all the pieces are coming together. All the players are starting to get loaded up. We look way better at receiver. I mean, think about the receiver room. We used to have nobody at receiver, right? We ain't had nobody. We had number of injured players and trying to figure out who's going to catch the next pass or who going to at least run a route that's half decent. But we didn't have that. Jones tried his best. Barkley wants his money. But I think right now, man, we picked up the right players, man. We got Owens. He going to start at safety. We got Hawkins that he could definitely play anywhere at a DB.
You think Owens?
Production.
That's Jarius Owens, the draft pick we signed in the
from Houston.
I think it was,
from UVA.
You think he's gonna start
his whole career? Yeah, he's a very smart player, man. He doesn't hesitate. He's a smart player. He gets to the play. He doesn't mind putting his body in it. He does all of that stuff.
Nomad says, I need to hear the origin story of how a Houston native became a Giants fan. He asked him, was you a Giants fan? And he wanted to hear the story of how a Houston native became a Giants fan. He says, dope.
Oh, me? All right. How did I become a Giant fan, man? I become a Giant fan. I'm from Houston, but all my family's from New York. All my family's from New York. I've been coming back and forth to New York.
Yeah. What's good, Lou?
I was like 11 years old, man. Since I was 13, I've been driving. So I was bringing material to New York since half of y'all were trying to learn ABCs. You see what I'm saying? So I've been doing this for a long time, going back.
I'm an old ass nigga, so that don't apply to me.
Laredo to New York, Houston to New York. This ain't nothing new to me. So I became a Giants fan because I love defense. Lawrence Taylor's the best player ever. I believe that if he didn't have a drug problem, he definitely would have had a longer career.
And he'd have had way more records.
More than what he did. I mean, he used to come to games high after the halftime. He forgot he had a game. Come to a game
and still be busted ass.
Still put up 5,
and
6,
still
7.
broke all types of records.
Nobody does that. Nobody will ever do that. So Lawrence Taylor is the reason why I love the Giants. I love football. So, I love Lawrence Taylor. I think the Giants did good when we had that 07 run, that 11 run. We had Mara, a good owner. He loves his team. He loves players. He loves his facility. He loves the environment, the fan base. And he was doing good. He put the right people in play. Eli became a champion 2 times. And now we're at the point where we're trying to forget about those days and we're trying to make a new history. So I believe that we will add more Super Bowls to the trophy case. And I think with Hyatt
Tommy,
and with Bryce and Paris and Waller and Crowder, even Crowder, a lot of people, they talk bad about Crowder.
On Crowder.
Oh, yeah, man.
Crowder's a player that is very smart. He's a coach on the field. So a lot of these players that are young, a lot of players that aren't sure, they're going to be able to.
I think Lou was trying to. I don't know if you could hear.
They're going to learn a lot from Crowder, from Waller.
Can you hear us, Tommy?
So Waller's really our number one receiver.
I don't think he can.
We're hiding him in a tight end. We're hiding him as a tight end.
Mic check. Mic check.
That's really our angle. I believe our angle is that. Talking about timeout. This boy Lou. How you gonna jump in and tell me timeout?
You can't hear us.
I wanted to know if you can hear us. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you for sure.
Oh, you hear? Oh, okay. We just making sure you can hear us.
No, we didn't know if you could hear us because I wanted to ask you one question.
Go ahead, boy.
Actually, it's a statement. I got one thing to say to you, Tommy.
Go ahead, Mike.
Daniel Jones will hoist the Lombardi, screaming, "Are you not entertained?" Bringing the trophy back home where it rightfully belongs.
Hey, you know that, man, Lou. You gave that prediction last year, man, and I was riding with it. and we were real close to it. If we didn't have the injuries we had, we probably would have passed it. We probably would have passed your prediction with no injury, right? Or with limited injury, not all the injuries we had. Because think about it, Zudu, when he went down, and when McKeithen went down, that tore up our whole line.
Absolutely, Michael, man. Absolutely, man.
We had to play musical chairs. And then when we had
Those who
Shepard
gave
go
their
down,
lives,
Robinson
salute
go
to you
down,
too.
I mean, man, we had no choice. We had no chance, Luke. But for this coaching staff and this play calling, it's all about play calling. It's all about coaching. And that's what we have. We have the number one coaching staff, I believe, outside of like a Chiefs team, a Bengals coming up team, stuff like that, right? But the Giants for sure have a top 2-3 staff. They definitely do. And then we're putting pieces together right now for the receiver, the O-line. Bredesen will get shine at guard. But I like what's going on, man. These youngsters, man. We got Hyatt, we got Bryce, we got Paris. Paris is still, he ain't too old. We have a chance to definitely put up 28 a game easily and allow our defense to hold teams under 20. I believe we might hold them under 17. I believe under 17.
Yeah, facts.
I believe that
top 3
our
defense,
room,
real shit.
I think so too.
I think
that's
we're
one
gonna
of
have
my
a top
predictions.
3 defense, bro.
Mm-hmm. What's good, Rafi, man?
I wanted to say real quick, sorry to everybody who was expecting me to go live yesterday for the boxing. My son turned 8. My son turned 8. So I spent this whole week doing things with my son.
Shout out to your little man.
Hey, man,
you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, man.
Cheers to that,
man.
I apologize to everybody who was expecting me to go live.
Happy belated birthday,
first,
man, to your little man. What's your son's name, Lou?
Noah.
Noah, man. Happy belated birthday to Noah, man.
Yes, sir. Happy B-Day. May the Lord bless you.
He's getting good grades. He's getting good grades. He's doing what he's supposed to in school and at home. On the football court, definitely on the football field, he gets 2 to 4 touchdowns every game. So,
amen.
I mean, I gotta reward him. You know what I mean? He's doing what I ask him. I tell him all the time, you bring me good grades and you behave, I give you anything you ask for. I don't care how hard I gotta work to get it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the secret to getting what you want, doing what's right.
Most definitely, man. But I was actually about to shut this show down, y'all.
One more
I'm gonna let y'all get a few more minutes. Go ahead. I'm gonna let y'all get a few more minutes.
Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence are fighting July 29th this year. It's official.
Oh, that's gonna be a good fight.
Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence for the undisputed July 29th. And now Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson are signing for a fight for undisputed.
I heard about that.
Okay.
And Tank Davis and Lomachenko are going to fight. So the next 3 boxing matches are going to be huge. So don't miss leather to the face.
Definitely not, man. Always catch leather to the face. Saturday nights with my bro, Big Blue. You know what I'm saying? G Nation in the house. You know what I'm saying? Also with my man, Wells, man. Definitely, man.
On leather to the face is Black and Blue Lou.
Black and Blue Lou.
Black and Blue. I leave it Black and Blue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? We was just talking about you earlier, Lou, man. Me and Jay said we're gonna make a Big Blue Crew diss track, man, with me and you, Pat, and we're gonna diss all these clown ass reporters and shit, man, talking shit about the Giants.
Oh, just the reporters? Because I was gonna go in on online Big Blue. I was gonna go
all
in
of them, all of them. We're gonna make a diss track.
Name drop. Don't get me dissing. I go back to my old hip hop days and battle rap everybody on YouTube. They be fucked up.
We're gonna make the track and we're gonna play that shit as our intro on all our channels.
All the experts, man, they're gonna eat crow.
You been on my dick.
Oh, man.
Go ahead, Rafi. Go ahead, man, real quick.
Yeah, I just wanted to say to everybody else, I know it's been like a short because I was watching the game, but in my point, this could be the greatest year, the greatest season for the Giants defense. I know it's gonna be like a little complicated,
and that's coming from a Raiders fan. That's huge.
It's gonna be huge because the whole defense, the whole offense, they're gonna be built together and they gotta make a spark. Because right now, for the definition at the center, the linebacker And of course, all these weapons for the New York Giants could shock the entire world. And like I said before, like I said after, Giants versus Eagles for the championship. And trust me, it's gonna be like a great opportunity to see the New York Giants beat the hell out of the Philadelphia Eagles for the championship. It's gonna be like a great revenge, but I guarantee you, it's not gonna be easy. But if they got so great weapons, like the wide receiver, the quarterback, even the center that we drafted, it's gonna be like make it or break it. And I got all the bets on Giants beating Eagles for the championship of the season.
That's my man. That's what's up.
I'm in full daddy mode.
Papasaurus.
But no, Ralph, I love everything you just said with the exception of Philly. Because, okay, historically, not too many teams have made it back-to-back. It's very hard to do, okay? Now, I think that because they think that they were so good last year that they're a shoe-in this year. And that mindset, that mindset right there of, oh, we were so good last year that we're going to start this year the same way we left off. That mindset is what's going to hinder them from making a good season. I don't think Philly's going to have a good season at all. I think they're thinking too far ahead. They're thinking too highly of themselves, and they're going to go in underestimating a lot of teams and have rude awakenings this season because they have a tough schedule.
And then the injury bug didn't really hit them.
Right.
That injury
we were
bug,
injured. We were injured
just
all
seems
through the season.
Maybe this is going to be that type of year for them. They're going to see.
We went through that. Ready for Philly. Team's going to be ready for that team.
I think Hurts get hurt in week 4, week 5 around there. Watch.
Yeah, I think they're going to ask too much of him on his legs, man, and I think that's going to get him hurt.
And don't sleep on Devontae Smith getting knocked out coming across the middle too.
Right, true. Because he was kind of playing through injury last year because he was kind of hurt last year, but he kept playing.
So yeah, I like everything Ralph just said about the Giants make it or break it, and it's going to be good, and we're going to win the division. I just don't think it's going to be against Philly. I think, believe it or not, Washington is going to be our biggest competitor this year.
Yeah, I was
in
about
our
to say
division.
Washington.
I don't think Dallas is going to step up. I think Philly's going to fumble the rock, and I think Washington is going to be our toughest competitor this year.
Yeah, I think so too, man.
Yeah.
Washington.
I think the problem with Washington is we don't really know what they're going to do at the quarterback position because I don't know if Jacoby Brissett is going to be their guy or is it going to be Sam Howell or is it going to be somebody that they pick up in free agency. They kind of missed the bus on the quarterback train. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Washington definitely got good coaching.
I think Philly is not going to be the same team. And just the odds will tell you that they're not going to be the same team. They went 13-4 last year. You're not losing just 4 games again this season. I'm sorry, this team's not a juggernaut. They got exposed in a lot of games last season. We just wasn't able to do it because of our defensive line. But this year, this defensive line we got this year is going to be vicious. And I'm telling you, man, these guys got something to prove, man. Like we were saying earlier, man. Dexter Lawrence got paid. Kayvon Thibodeau, he's on a mission. You know what I'm saying? Azeez Ojulari wants to prove he can stay on the field. So, I mean, these guys ain't going to just be able to just run all over us. Remember, everybody talking
on our shoulder. Yeah.
Everybody talking about how the Giants are going up. This idiot Bill Barnwell, you know what I'm saying? Talking about how the Giants don't have the cornerbacks to keep up with the receivers in the NFC East. The receivers wasn't killing us. It was the running backs and the lines. So I don't know what he's talking about.
It was the running backs and the tight ends. We couldn't stop the tight ends across the middle for nothing.
Yeah, our linebackers trash.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't because of Devontae Smith and because of AJ Brown or because of CeeDee Lamb or any of those guys. It was Tony Pollard, Dalton Schultz, Dallas Goedert, and damn Miles Sanders and then Boston Scott and all them cats that was killing us, in the running game. So definitely.
And in that Baltimore game, Daniel Andrews almost stuck a fork in us, the tight end. You know what I'm saying? Our linebackers was our weakest position group on defense.
Right.
So with the addition of the new defensive linemen and some linebackers, I think this is going to be a vastly improved defense. We were stingy last year. We was holding a lot of teams to like 19 points, 20 points. And with these new additions, it might be looking like 13 to 15 points a game we allow.
Under 17 for sure.
I think this defense is definitely going to be top 10. But what is this offense going to be? Is this offense going to be top 10 too?
Yeah,
this offense is going to look like the old Buffalo Bills offense in 1990 when they went to the Super Bowl against us, that run and shoot. That's what this offense is going to look like.
We got plenty.
This is the comment right here about Philly, though. It's the head coach. I don't believe in that head coach, man. I do not believe in Nick Sirianni. Yeah, I think because he lost. I think because he lost his coordinators, Gannon and Steichen. I think that's definitely gonna hurt as far as Philly being and what they're gonna be able to match what they did last season. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a whole new offensive and defensive coordinator. That's not nothing to sneeze at, man. You don't just lose your coordinators and then just run it back the same way like you had last season. Nah, that's unrealistic, man, for people.
And then they lost a lot of key players.
Bad Quiriani is not gonna make no noise this year.
They lost a lot of key
players. And it's the same thing with Dallas too. They got Mike McCarthy over there calling plays. Lord have mercy. So
I think the Giants, man, we have a team that could go against anybody, man. We got that type of team. If we stay healthy, it's going to show it.
I agree, Michael.
Yeah.
Because Jones,
13-4
coach, with no O-line, or at least a lot of injuries, new scheme, new players, and with Seals catching the ball like Seals. Seals was catching passes, man. Seals.
And I want to call
sorriest dude.
Yeah, let me give hold up, y'all. Let me get y'all's take on this DeAndre Hopkins situation, man, because
he got cut.
I don't think y'all wasn't here earlier when I was talking about it.
We can't take Hopkins. We can't take him.
What y'all think about Hopkins, man? Y'all think we should go after Hopkins? Miz says, I love a trade. I love Hopkins, or maybe trade for Diggs. I love that.
Man, it's gonna take a lot out of us to do that.
We ain't got the bread, bro.
It's gonna take a lot out of us.
We ain't got the bread, and for one, that's gonna demand too much respect for him in this wide receiver group that has to compete. You slide him in, that automatically makes him the number one, which means one of the guys we drafted, one of the guys we picked up is going to be X'd out. And I don't think that's fair because he hasn't earned that spot.
Right.
It would be Isaiah Hodgins.
Price tag
they really got to set up for Waller to be the number one. I think Waller's our number one, but he's just in a tight end, you know?
And don't get me wrong. I like DHop.
Oh, yeah, he's nasty.
That's a high price tag. For one,
high, man.
For two, we got some receivers that could potentially be good receivers for the Giants.
Right.
You bring in a high price tag like that and it doesn't work out, you end up with another Kenny Golladay situation. I don't want
Straight up. And then this offense isn't even a number one receiver predicated offense. It's an offense that could do with anybody. The scheme isn't for a number one receiver.
This is a spread the ball offense.
Play calling isn't for a number one receiver. This play calling is for multiple tight ends.
Yep.
And receivers that know
I'd
how
rather
to get
have
in space.
Devontae Adams. Well, Devontae Adams and Stephon Diggs, you're gonna have to pay and give up draft picks for.
Man, you got to give up the house for all that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not doing that.
I gotta stay where we at, man.
Trade for Devontae Adams. That's the move I want. So you guys really want this number one receiver? We still on this number one receiver thing.
But if we do it, think about it. If we do it, we're shooting ourselves in the foot, right? Okay, we get Hopkins on a 1-year deal, 2-year deal. Hopkins gets injured because, he stopped taking steroids, so he isn't as explosive as he used to. So, we got to go with the injury thing, right? So he gets injured. All that money down the drain, right? All the money down the drain, and then we're back at square one trying to clear up the books. Sherwin did everything he needed to do to clear up cap space and clear up money and get it free for next year and this year, right? Because last year, look how it happened last year. We ain't had no money to pay no receiver, nobody, just in case injuries. And we had to pick up practice squad players. And we made do with whatever, with Elmer's glue. We
The
didn't
Eagles
have no
hired
super glue.
Patricia.
So this year, we give everything to the Diggs. We give it all to Hopkins. It puts us back in a position to shooting ourselves in the foot because we ain't going to have no extra money to do anything. We ain't going to be able to do nothing. We're putting all our chips in the table for Hopkins, and then if he don't give us to a championship, it's going to be worth nothing, man. We're going to look like the Rams, man. We're
And
I'll
give you another one. Teams. Let's say, I'll piggyback off what you just said. Let's say we do that, right? And we bring him up here. And Barkley balls the fuck out. Has a 2,000-yard season, right? Has a 2,000-yard season and wants to stay. But now we can't pay him because we done gave all the extra bread to DHop.
Right. I mean, I agree with you, Lou. Hopkins on the field will open up everybody, right? Everybody is he's gonna eat, Paris gonna eat, Waller, everybody gonna eat. But I feel we don't need Hopkins on the field, man. Right. I feel we got Bellinger.
Oh, he's an assistant.
We got Waller. We got Paris. Paris is nice, man. Paris, he's really about the ball. A lot of people are underestimating Paris. Paris Campbell, he's gonna be a Hodgins 2.0, way better than Hodgins. And we ain't even talking about how good Hodgins is going to be his second year with better players on the field with the O-line.
See, if you bring Tommy, if you bring Hodgins, I mean, if you bring DHop in, Hodgins might not be on the roster.
Get no time. Yeah.
But see, we have to have Hodgins. We have to have these low-price players, man. Hodgins is a low-price player. We got to have that right now if we're trying to get back. We got to keep low-price players, man.
No, it was just the way you said it.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, cheap labor is what runs the nation, man. So cheap labor. We got to get this cheap labor.
He said you got to hire some Mexican landscapers. That's what he said. That's fucked up.
He says Hopkins makes the Giants a Super Bowl contender. I think he does too, Miz, but I just don't see the fit. I don't see the fit.
We give Hopkins
imagine if you paid Hopkins before you give Barkley a contract. What kind of precedent you setting in your locker room?
Right. That's true. And then think about it, Miz. We give Hopkins all the money. Where's our money to get our edge rusher? Because we ain't finished. We got to pick up another edge.
I don't think they want to extend Leo, Miz. I don't think they want to extend Leo. I think they want to just let this contract ride out, pause, and then move on from the guy. That's what I think,
agree,
man.
I don't think Leo has been as productive as we wanted him to be.
Nah, he's on the decline, man. He is. You can tell.
Yeah, we're replacing Leo with younger talent.
He's not as effective. Yeah, he's on the decline, man. I think that's why they drafted DJ Davison and then this other Riley kid.
Jordan Riley.
Jordan Riley, yeah. So
I think they're going to develop them, and within a year or two,
Colin, they definitely got picked
Leo
up at low cost.
Yep, Leo will be gone. They're going to develop them, and Leo will be gone.
That's the only way to do it. Because think about it,
but that's the proper way to build a team.
So long, man, with salary cap and paying out
that's
players.
The proper way to build a team.
Get the right players in.
You recruit the next generation of guys. You have the OGs train them up while you coach them up, and then when the OGs is phasing out, the young guys developed and ready to step in and take his place. That's the proper way to build a team. But we've done such poor drafting in the last 12 years.
We got a lot of young talent.
Yeah, we've done such poor drafting in the last 12 years that people forgot that concept. You bring in the next guy, you develop him for a few years, and then when this guy retires, this guy slides in, and it's barely any difference in the level of play.
I'm gonna make an unpopular opinion here now. I'm gonna make this statement.
You see, they about to get Holmes out the door.
I'm gonna make this statement, and I'm gonna be firm when I make this statement. Jalen Hyatt is going to be our number one receiver.
Facts. No, wait. It might be Bryce Ford Wheaton. Don't sleep.
I give you that, but
not
I think
this
he's
year.
A little.
Maybe next year.
Maybe. Yeah, we'll have that conversation. I'm talking about this year.
Jalen Hyatt,
is going to be our number one receiver.
And Brandon and Waller. Darian Waller is going to be in there.
Darren Waller, from the tight end. But we keep talking about and the reason I'm saying this,
he's our number one receiver. We just hiding him in the tight end room.
is because
that's really what Waller is.
Because what we saying and what a lot of Giants fans in a lot of these spaces and on these platforms are saying is we have to have Diggs or we have to have Adams or we have to have DHop.
We won a playoff game without none of that last year.
We drafted Jalen Hyatt. This guy has Tyreek Hill speed. If he refines his route running, which he is working on, he's gonna be a fucking problem, not just for the NFC, but for the NFL.
Facts.
And Blue City Empire Sports said it good. Dallas Cowboys are gonna regret they ever disrespected Jalen Hyatt.
Now here's the thing.
He's gonna kill him.
Hyatt got that speed, man.
Everybody that wants us to get Diggs or DHop or whatever, they forget to realize that we won the playoff game last year with the slowest wide receiver room in the NFL. With the slowest wide receiver room in the NFL. We won a playoff game.
No other team would have did that, Lou.
So you tell me now, with the addition of Jalen Hyatt, Bryce Ford-Wheaton, Darren Waller, Isaiah Hodgins, Paris Campbell, Sterling Shepard back, Crowder, you telling me that we can't be better? That we still need a Diggs or a D-Hop when we did everything we did with the slowest wide receiver room last year? Nah, that don't make no sense. We don't need it.
If the Giants sign D-Hop, I've already said I would not hate it. You know what I'm saying? But I will have a lot of questions. Like, is Saquon Barkley going to be traded? That's the number one question I'm having to ask.
I can definitely tell you that my eggplant will not be standing up over another man's name. It will never.
But I know what he's trying to say. But yeah, I would question is Saquon going to be traded? Because I would feel like now I don't know how you're going to pay him and D-Hop.
Right.
You know what's true though? I want to keep Barkley.
Letting Saquon walk.
Look, Lou, I want to keep Barkley, right?
Feel.
He's a talent, but that dude Gray, he makes people miss. This dude ain't. He reminds me of Austin Elker, the guy from the Chargers.
Wait a minute, Tommy. I can't let you do that one. Are you telling me Saquon don't make people miss, nigga?
You said what?
Are you telling me that Saquon don't make people miss?
No. Saquon is who I want to keep. I want to keep Saquon. I wish he would have. I wish he would have took the money they first offered him. And I hate that he spit in Joe's face and didn't take the money. And then Joe came with another offer and he didn't take the money. Because, you know, Joe's showing that type of manager. He going to give you an offer. And if you think you're going to find something better, show me you find something better and I'm going to prove you wrong. Because that's really what Joe's doing. He's proving Barkley wrong. Barkley think he's going to get all this money elsewhere, but he really not. The best deal he had was on the table with Joe. So he turned it down. All right. Joe's like, look, Mara likes you. I'm trying to keep you around. It makes sense for us. Let's see if we can work it out. But Barkley just being hard-headed, thinking, you know, longevity, but he ain't, his camp ain't really telling him the right thing because his camp really should be like, hey, Barkley, let's take what we could get. You have a real ball-out year with these better players, and the next check going to be even bigger. You see what I'm saying? His camp should really tell Barkley, hey, just sign like a little 1 year. Just do like a little 1 year. Keep it cool.
His camp is greedy. They're trying to get him the biggest ticket so that they can make a big commission.
His camp wants him to take
all
the
they care about is their cut.
I mean, I don't disagree with that, Lou. I mean, anybody would try to take the most, right? Yeah. But at the end of the day, if I was his advisor, I'm telling him, hey, Barkley, you had a great year with a sorry team, and this team is so much better this year. You're going to ball out even better this year. And that check that's going to wait for you is going to be a nastier check.
I would be telling them, listen, you had a great year with a sorry team and a faulty offensive line. They went and got you a true center.
Everything you need.
They went and got you a true center. They got a right tackle who's making a big leap this year. This line has been Noah. This line has been
the whole line is definitely way better already.
So
I mean, I gotta keep his head up. We never had a center that keeps his head up, Lou. All the centers we had, they have their head down looking at the ball where they're going to snap it. We finally got a center that he don't have to look at the ball. He looking at the player in front of him.
Right. So I would tell him, now you have a line. Take this little franchise deal. Go out there and show them that you're worth more than the insulting rate that they offered you, and then come back to the table. But you acting like a diva, like a prima donna, that's going to end up with you being traded or you going somewhere for half of what you were trying to do.
Straight up. But like I was saying, Luke, I'll take Barkley, right? Let's keep Barkley. Keep Barkley if we can. If he want to stay, Barkley be a team player, we're going to make it happen. But
I think Gray would be a good 1-2 punch.
And that
with
dude
Barkley.
Gray, he reminds me of that dude Elker from the Chargers, dude. He ain't the fastest dude. He ain't the shiftiest dude.
But he's shifty.
But he knows how to make people miss. He knows how to hit the gap and make people miss. And that's going to be real important because he ain't going to do all that dancing, and losing yards and stuff. He ain't going to do all that. He's going to make one move and go. And it's going to be nothing but positive gains for us. I'm telling you, it's going to work out.
Real quick, y'all. Miz says, I'm going to get to you, Raphael. Miz says, for the record, I want Barkley here long term, but I see where it's headed. They're going to trade him in year, maybe mid-year. I'm going to tell you now, if they sign DHop, they're definitely trading him. He's gone. You know what I'm saying?
Just wait till somebody get hurt. Somebody needs a running back.
Go ahead, Raphael. Go ahead. See what you got to say.
Yeah, I know.
Here's one thing we're missing. Sorry, Ralph.
Let Rafi save it.
DHop got cut. So it's not like you have to trade for him. He's cut.
Yeah.
So we can actually get him on a minimal deal. Now go ahead, Ralph.
I was gonna say it about it, but the case of DeAndre Hopkins is what are these issues are about the price tag, because when it comes to very expensive, I don't know what's about to happen for the cap space. They got it, because there are so many teams who are really interested about DeAndre Hopkins. But the only issue that they got it is for the cap space they got for the teams, and of course the price tag. I'm not very sure that it's really expensive. But if they got the opportunity to go after him, it's because they had to see the talent. And unpopular opinion, I just wanted to tell you that I'm gonna hop off because right now I had to do like a game something, and I had to do something for the streams for my boys. But yes, it was a pleasure to having you. Unpopular opinion, Luke, congratulations on your son, and of course it's going to be like a great boxing night for the next couple of weeks, and I cannot wait to see how really important about the boxing nights and MMA fights, and I cannot wait to see with the homies, Wales, Joel, and everything. So I just wanted to let you guys thank you very much. El Capitan Rafucho is here. Of course, I got to tell you, Giants versus Eagles for the championship. Giants are going to take the W, and of course, this is going to be like the great season for the New York Giants under Brian DeBall. And of course, I gotta tell you, I got my prediction: 14 wins, 3 losses for the New York Giants.
Oh,
all right, man. That's what's up, man. Wow. Hell yeah, man.
All right, have a good one, folks.
Yeah, man. All right, Rafi, man.
Hey, I'm
man.
Look for
Rafucho. Peace
look
out,
for
folks.
whatever he just said on the production, on the win-loss, right? 14-3. Hey man, one thing, if we do end up 14-3, we are battle tested, brother, because we got 7 road games out of the first 10 games. We got 7 road games out of the first 10 games. Never happened in NFL history ever. Never in NFL history has a team had 7 road games out the first 10. Never. We got 5 road games. Well, look, we got 5 sets of road games. Back to back. And 1 set of road games is 3 back-to-back road games, bro. Like the NFL is trying to do everything to knock us off our horse. But I thank the NFL because after we take these victories, look, the Super Bowl going to be easy. The playoffs is going to be easy. If we get through this schedule and we get through this road schedule and we become that road warrior team that we usually are, oh, yeah, man. It's going to, championship is for sure going to be ours.
Blue City says, let me ask you guys this question. Who does Barkley remind you of? Does he remind you of
Otis
T.J.
Anderson?
Barber? Or does he remind you of Brandon Jacobs? Or does he remind you of Otis Anderson?
Otis.
You say Otis Anderson? I would say more like Otis, less like Brandon Jacobs.
I say Bradshaw,
like
Otisy, a mix of Otis and Bradshaw.
Yeah, there you go. That's a great combination. That's what he's like, a bit of both. Yep.
Yeah, he a bit of both.
He's not
with
like
Jacob's
Tiki.
strength.
Tiki
He got that
different.
strength like Jacob.
Yeah, he's not. He's not like Jacobs. Jacobs would just run through people.
Jacobs was a bruiser.
Man, Barkley just got that strength. You know, he could kind of break a couple tackles.
Yeah.
Yo, you won't believe where I found this jersey, bro.
But honestly, Lou, hey man, honestly,
that
Lou,
shit fly, man. That shit fly. Jay says, yo,
flea market.
What?
I really
Who got rid of that shit?
No, new.
Oh, okay. Like
you.
I see what you're saying. I know exactly what you're talking about.
On their skin, sweating in and shit. Hell no.
You said flea market, nigga. I was like,
yeah, no,
that's the first thing that came to my mind.
It's like the swap meet in Cali. It's just, you know.
I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
That nigga said, who let go of that shit?
Right, like
you
Oh shit, yeah. John Michael Smith's gonna start at center, man. Most definitely, man. Giants versus Bills, Super Bowl. Giants versus Jets, Super Bowl. I would say
Jets
the Bills will. Yeah, I would say the Bills. The Jets are gonna implode. It's gonna be a
but we will be at the Jets game though.
There you go.
Make sure you go to Get Out Travels and GoTravels.com. Hit unpopular opinion for your highly popular ticket. And make it out to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network block party at MetLife Stadium, October 29th, between the New York Giants and the New York Jets. We will be out there cooking, drinking, having a good time, going live at MetLife Stadium.
Come celebrate a dub with your boys from the Big Blue Crew. You already know what it is, man. Me, Big Lou, G Nation, Big Pat Sports Talk. You already know, man. G-Way with J-Lay. Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports, man. You know, Classified 3F with Joe. You know, Mac the Giants fan, Big Blue Corner Rodney. You know, Big Blue in the Bronx, Alex, Luca. You know, the whole damn crew, man. Hit Squad Productions. You know, Zion. See if he can come out there. The Miz, of course, man. We can keep going on and on.
He'll be there. He'll be there for the Giants Jets game.
Let's go then, man.
I'm pretty sure Buko's coming too. If Miz is going to the Giants Jets, I'm sure Buko's going because they're gonna talk shit to each other the entire game. I'm sure.
There we go. Giants Ravens would be a good matchup. OBJ versus the Giants. That would be
we gotta get our face back against Baltimore.
And
that would be a double storyline because Wink Martindale is here now.
Yup. Miz says I'll be there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Adam Costas. I need Adam to be there too.
Adam's coming too. Okay.
There we go, man.
The whole big
so we're gonna be lit
there
for
arguing
sure.
about Daniel Jones and Malik Willis. This is gonna be
crazy. So you could bank on
that
it,
boy
man, for sure, man.
Malik about to be a certified backer.
Oh, you mean like Dak Prescott was originally drafted for?
Oh yeah, I mean they had to put him at starter. I don't know why, but that's what they did. I'm glad they did because they trashed with that boy.
Yo, the most fire shit on this jersey is this sleeve.
I still can't believe you got that at a. I still can't believe you got that at a. Flea market.
Can't believe it, nigga.
that dude look nice, Luke. Yeah.
Shit,
boy.
Man.
I like that little get up. Go ahead, Luke.
Yeah, that shit fire.
Yeah, that thing right there. That's a nice little item. Yeah, a nice little.
Especially in North Carolina, you don't find a lot of New York shit in North Carolina.
Nah, man.
Shit out here.
Nah, yeah.
That look good, man. Yeah, I like that. That's the Barkley edition. Yeah.
So when I saw that, but it's the 100th anniversary jersey.
Ooh.
She said Jones versus Jones. Oh man, Captain Patch. Yeah, that shit fly. Captain Patch, man.
Sometimes it does feel like it'd be Jones versus Jones.
Keep up with the Joneses, son. But yo, order the dark blue Dexalon's jersey, man. Yeah, man. I want to see, man. Everybody, man, bring out they top jerseys, they top Giants gear, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, though, you're gonna have some competition because my man Lou is definitely fire with his Giant shit, And I'm gonna tell you another guy, man, it's gonna be hard to compete with. That's Mac the Giants fan. He got some shit for you, man. When it comes to Giants gear, man, for real, that dude is dope, man. You know what I'm saying? But yo, we're gonna get up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been well past my limit, but this has been dope. This has been fly, man. Make sure you subscribe to everybody in the Big Blue Crew. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to play the outro for y'all. So make sure you go hit up everybody in the Big Blue Crew, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you for coming through, Tommy, man. Tommy, man, try to make it out, man, if you can, man. If you can get away from Houston, man, hit me up, man. You know what I'm saying? I could put something together. I could put a package together for you, man.
He's a travel agent, Tommy.
With the Big Blue Crew, man. Yeah, I could put something together for you because J-Lay is coming out there from Houston too. So, you know what I'm saying? I could put something together for both of y'all, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Lou.
Yeah.
We out here.
You out there pimping the H-Town, man.
H-Town. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I'm trying to flip my camera because I'm out here on the strip. I'm whenever y'all do come down and do the Big Blue, you know, it's very minority around here. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of culture over here. You know what I mean? When we party, we do nothing but culture. You know, I mean, our cultures are involved, but you know, mostly it's minorities. For those just watching, you know what I mean? But I'm out here in Third Ward. I'm trying to flip my camera so y'all can see, get y'all some of this action in, cause it's going down out here. So this is where we at. Look, let me flip the camera. So this is where we at. This is Alameda. That's the highway 288. On the other side of that highway is Third Ward. That's where I'm from, South Side. So this strip right here, this is where Turkey Leg Hut is, Wall Street, Alameda, 5015 Faces. You see it's gonna start getting packed up in about another 30 minutes or so, an hour. All this shit gonna be traffic like crazy. It's gonna be everybody out here. You see people going to the lounges and stuff. It's a bunch of women out, a bunch of families, women, you know. You know, I like to see the ladies. So, you know, we're gonna see the ladies and enjoy a good time. And you know, us with our minority people, you know what I mean? Us of culture. You know what I'm saying? Look, ladies coming out the cars.
We are not the minority, sir. We're the majority people on the planet.
Yeah, I wish I could flip my camera though. Hold on, let me see. I gotta flip this hoe. Let me flip. Ain't a flip on this hoe? Where the flip at? I can't find the flip.
Touch the screen and then you'll see a camera with two arrows.
Oh yeah. You know. So this
he can't flip it because he on the stream, y'all.
This shit gonna be packed up. Soon it's gonna be packed up. It's gonna be thousands of people out here. So next time you come down, Luke, that's why I was trying to get you to come. You remember when I talked to you? I was like, man.
I was trying to, but Luke, with everything that was going on with my family, my aunt,
you know, I'm gonna catch up with you and Jay. Yeah, I know. I already know. Yeah. You already told me, man. I already know. I know next time. Don't worry.
Oh, we definitely next time I'm in Houston, bro. We getting up.
Yeah, for sure, man. But I'm gonna end this stream, man. For sure, man. But make sure y'all go subscribe to everybody, the Big Blue Crew, man. Until next time, man. Peace.
This is a Big Blue Crew production.